So, yeah, we have, looks like Eldwin. It would be your scribe turn.
Okay.
And, Nasira, if you want to just, give us some, stuff from what you got, maybe I can fill in the blanks.
Okay. So, session 135, first of summer. We began in combat with a crowd of zombies. They're pretty feeble, but they're joined by some terrifying Mind Flayer wights. A strange gray tabaxi runs into the fray, who initially really startles Onvir, but the feline kind of seems to join us against the undead and proves himself swift, stealthy, and martially adept. The Mind Flayers manage to stun and badly wound Robert, but Onvir brandishes his holy symbol, and the Mind Flayers begin to flee, attempting to drag Eldwin and the Tabaxi away with them. Nasira frees Robert, who quickly shivs one of the Mind Flayers to ribbons. Eldwin then frees himself and ends another Mind Flayer to free the Tabaxi. The final Mind Flayer, White, flees through a wall and manages to escape us. The Tabaxi is called Flick, and he agrees to join us in clearing this place of the Mind Flayers. We cautiously gather essence and continue to explore. We investigate an old library. Eldwin reads a scroll and starts acting strangely, but Onvir immediately recognizes a curse and casts a blessing. Eldwin begins a ritual, but we're interrupted when Flick wanders down a hallway and is surprised by another Mind Flayer wight. Flick retreats, and we decide not to pursue the Mind Flayer, who slips away with a creepy telepathic pledge: "Your life force will be mine." Eldwin finishes his ritual, investigates some magical auras, finding 2 spell scrolls and a masterwork dagger with a transmutation signature. It's heavy for a dagger, and it bears a symbol that indicates something weighted or heavy. Onvir thinks it is 8th cycle dragonborn craftsmanship. Eldwin gives the dagger to Flick, who seems pleased with the dagger's shine. Onvir shares his supervision, and we continue to explore the library. We find some components. And that's where I left off.
That was most of it. After the dagger, you kind of went out into the hallway, and you were examining the well, because LJ saw something shiny down there.
Oh yeah, that's right. He climbed in.
So you were kind of holding him down there, and he was swimming underwater to try to see what was down there. Alright, so yeah, that's kind of where we left off, where he plunged into the water.
Oh, LJ's in the well? Okay,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's on a rope down there. So, let me see, he has to make a strength check. Oh, and we have Robert out today. Does anyone want to play him? Otherwise, he will just be assigned to the background, but the group will lose out on some of its abilities, obviously.
No, I have LJ. If someone else wants to take him,
If no one else does, I can take him.
Okay. So, Robert. So that is Eldwin. Alright, you should have access to his sheet.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume he'll be back next week, but just for now. Alright, so...
2 weeks.
Huh?
there's something so disconcerting about the idea of a human-sized cat meowing.
Sometimes you gotta meow. Alright, so he is making a strength check. Alright, so he would come back up, kind of being swept away a bit, and he would say, pull me up. I assume the group is pulling him up.
All 8 strength of ours.
Are any of you Well, you can all make strength checks if you're all trying to pull him up.
Alrighty.
I'll say with all of you, the DC is 10.
Hey!
Alright, so you kind
Onvi has never been so strong in his life.
He's pulled out of the water as he begins to grab the side of the well, climbing up himself. Jumps out of the well and kind of shakes himself off a bit. And he will hand you a small skeleton key. He says, it looks like there's some sort of underground river flowing under the well. Don't know if it goes anywhere, but this was the glinting I noticed. What do
Who
you
does he
want
hand
to
the
do?
key to?
Whoever will take it. Small skeleton key.
All yours, Unveer. Or
Cool.
Uh,
We could just put it. We could just put it in the bag for now, I guess.
Mhm.
He says there were some bones down there too. So someone fell in the well, or someone was thrown in.
How
Bad way
pleasant.
to go.
He says, well, where are we headed?
Uh,
Can we see the map? Oh wait, I'm in the wrong game. No wonder I can't see anything.
Yeah,
Oh my
I was about to
goodness.
say you should see the map.
I was wondering why you hadn't joined yet.
yeah, I was about to refresh my roll 20. I'm like, huh, she's not showing up.
I guess the big question is north or south. South has more branching options, but
South also has one confirmed Mind Flayer White.
Well, we don't actually know for sure, since they can go through walls. They could be circling around us and come from any direction.
I guess that's true, but
Onvia now looks terrified. More so than before, anyway.
Well, let us proceed south, and we'll circle back if it does not lead us anywhere promising.
Alright, so you head south down the hallway. Several areas of these hallways are caved in. You would note at the end of this hallway seems to be a door, closed double door. But the hallway also goes east and west.
I'll whisper like you're one of those. You seem to be pretty stealthy. Do you want to check out the other hallway real quick?
You're telling me that?
Yeah.
I'll give you a look, and I'll say, yeah, sure. You know, always good to know all our options. And I will clink clank my heavy armor down this hallway.
You have heavy armor. That's right.
Yep.
Alright, well, if you're going, I need a stealth check. I was gonna say,
I will
does he
stealth
seem stealthy?
He has very good stealth, it's just a very bad armor choice.
It is extremely bad armor choice.
I mean, I couldn't see him when I was talking to him because we have dark vision right now.
Mhm.
And he's actually-
But there is a lantern, I think, that Nazira has. A
Oh,
light
right,
source.
that torch.
Wait, if you have +5 dexterity, why are you wearing heavy armor?
I was originally, when I was looking at the character, I was debating. I thought I got chain. What is this, chain mail that I have on?
Shirt.
Yeah, I was mistaking chain mail and chain shirt, and I was debating going the medium armor feat, where it doesn't interfere with my stealth, and I get a little bit more armor since I'm still wearing each front lining. But then I just went somewhere else, and I did not realize this was heavy armor. So
Fair. Anyway.
Alright, so the hallway would turn south there. It looks like the door is closed.
Hmm. No signs of recent passage. I know we talked last time that how the whites don't leave footprints, but beyond that, has there been any indication that the door has been opened recently at all?
So you do see some footsteps, some signs of passage along the ground. Give me a survival check. It looks as if they are booted, so this probably wasn't a spectral thing that came down this way.
I guess if it was on the way over, I would have like pointed that out to the others as I stealthily, quote unquote, went down the hallway.
Yeah, well, you first
this-
kind of noticed it in this area when you started looking.
And this cave-in is impassable? Without
No,
security
you
without-
can climb over the rubble. It doesn't.
Um,
It's just difficult terrain. It's not blocking the hall.
Alright. Well, let us check out this hallway that Flick has approached.
I guess I'll try and stealth as well. Don't know how well that'll help.
Yeah, I guess we should try to be quiet, but who knows whether we'll be successful.
I shall also attempt to be quiet.
Alright, give me stealth checks. Alright,
Oh,
so you're
Wait, I got that back to back? Wow.
fairly
Uh,
stealthy as you come down the hall. Flick,
And
you
there's
would
Leo.
notice with your passive perception that there are some like runes etched into the door.
Hmm. As soon as the group catches up to me, I would I would gesture them to come around the corner, and I would say, "There's writing on this door that looks like the same writing you were checking out in the library. I can't read it, but you might be able to."
Arcana, if you have training, might tell you something.
sorry, I was doing something. I will look over there, and I will take that check.
So it's probably some sort of spell that hasn't been activated yet. You don't think this is a language, possibly some kind of trap.
Do I think I can like deface the runes, or is this something that's gonna have to be dispelled?
Let me see. You don't think you can, like, deface it. You think you would have to dispel it.
Should we step back?
I still have detect magic up for a little bit, so can I see what the school is from this magic?
Yes, it is abjuration.
Uh, like so, it's a protective spell of some kind. It's like almost like a steal.
Well, if it's sealed, there must be something in there worth sealing.
Yes, but that could also mean there's something horribly vicious behind it.
Well, I thought we heard someone walk down this hallway, so there might be someone in there.
How fresh do we think these tracks are?
I get down on all fours, and I attempt to discern that information, if it is discernible.
Alright, give me another survival check. You would guess they were made pretty recently.
You just see me like get down on all fours, and like I put a finger through one of the boot swipes and see all the dust settling, and I'm like, it's fairly recent. Extremely recent, actually. Do the runes themselves? Well, I guess I don't have that information. That I guess from looking at the door, because like this is all an older like setting. Do the runes look like they're freshly carved, or they also have the same like dusty, like worn down appearance that I assume most of this place has, since it's like looks abandoned?
Well, you don't think they were carved. In fact, once he points out the fact that these might be a spell, you think this might just be magical energy causing
Okay,
the marking.
gotcha.
Like Glyph of Warning or Warding or Sigil or something.
Yeah,
Hmm.
something like that.
Like, are we like? Do we even have the capability of dispelling it right now?
Well, doesn't just quickly above tabletop, isn't there the thing where we can use components and take time to dispel it with
Oh, yeah.
loose rules?
You don't think you can dispel this with components? This
Okay, in that case, no.
Dispel magic.
Hmm.
I'm gonna like. I just have a thought. Is there like a keyhole on the door?
Yes, there's a keyhole.
I'm gonna like. There's a shot in the dark, but I'm going to head back over to Anvir. I'm gonna grab the skeleton key.
Okay, here you go.
Alright, give me, I guess another stealth check. I assume you're trying to be quiet.
Yeah.
Alright, so you grab the key from him.
Well, I have it because I forgot to do this earlier. Is there any magic signatures or just a key?
No, it does not look like the key's magical. Just a simple key for unlocking.
I'm gonna whisper to Flix like you might want to back up in case this doesn't work.
I back up behind you.
With my
And-
25 perception, I hear that and back up even further.
I'm gonna attempt to see if the skeleton key matches this door.
Alright, so you are turning the key. Well, you put it in and it does seem like it is a fit for the lock.
I will try to I'll use the key to try and make sure it's unlocked.
Alright, so you're trying to quietly unlock the door. Go ahead, give me another stealth check. Alright, so yeah, you think you've unlocked the door.
Through the bond to the other two, like to the others, I'll just say like I think I got it unlocked. I'm gonna start creaking it open.
Alright.
So I'm like, which way does it open out? Like towards me or in?
It seems like it opens inward.
All right. And just for positioning's sake, which side of the hinges?
I think they'd be on the other side of the door.
No, I meant like which side? Like, is it opening this end or this end?
It's a double door. So
Oh,
they both
right.
open inward or away
Forgot,
from
I
you.
forgot it was a double door. I will, like, start to creak it open.
Alright, so as you begin to open it slowly, the door suddenly slams open,
Oh.
revealing the area, and within it, a very nasty looking mind flayer. He looks over at you as if you were expected, and
Oh!
he closes the book he was looking at, putting it down on the table next to him. Let's see. You hear in your mind a visitor. You must be the one killing all my servants.
Uh-oh.
The one, he thinks it's all you, Eldwin.
It's like, you are not leaving me with this.
Nah, I'm hiding around the corner with my nat 20 stealth check from before.
He says, "Do you have a name? What are you doing in my lair?"
Like trying to make sure my people are safe.
He says, "Your people, humans in this part of the world? Oh, they are most definitely not safe. Have you come to flush out dangers here? Get rid of myself and the others." He says,
Like-
"I have had reports that you have been sneaking around, killing my people. So have you come to fight me then? To make the place safe?"
Like, if you want to leave this place peacefully and leave the people behind this behind the portal we came through alone, then we do not need to fight.
Give me a persuasion with disadvantage.
Like
Oh
you need it.
boy. That persuasion?
Yeah, at disadvantage.
Yeah.
DC is, I'll say 20.
I can't even do that.
I was gonna say, yes, -1.
He says, "I feel like we are beyond peace," as the voice continues in your mind. "The die has been cast. You've killed many of my followers. If I approached you, I don't think you'd actually even let me leave." He says, "Though, you didn't come in swinging, which is curious to me. So you really do seek peace then, after maiming and attacking my people?"
It's like, well, you are the second mind flayer I've met who hasn't immediately attacked us.
He says, "Well, not exactly a mind flayer, not anymore." He says, "Are there more of you?"
Like, I have allies about.
He says, "Oh, and they sent you alone to speak with me. Not very brave of them."
Damn straight.
He says, "Well, I suppose if we must, we must." He says, I believe that you will be a useful mind to add to my collection.
Uh-oh.
Give me initiative rolls."
We don't really feel like I don't really feel like our hearts are in this. We're all just kind of like, oh well, I guess it's happening.
Now, Eldon, my friend, remember I did give you advantage
Oh, that's
for your
right.
next initiative roll.
And make sure everyone you're controlling is also on the map. Give them initiative.
I've
as
got the
well.
same thing.
Oh, good initiative, Eldwin.
Oh, that was Roberts.
Oh.
I'm scared.
Like, you're not the
Yeah, I
one
think
staring
you-
down an
I think
an illithid lich.
I think you had Eldwin selected when you rolled Robert, because it put it in the turn order as you.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
see
okay.
Robert on there yet.
Oh.
I mean, I see that you did it from his sheet in the chat because it's got his name under the initiative. But I think you had you selected when you did it.
Oh, I probably did. Let me. Oh. And I'll just fix mine to what it was.
Alright, so the first act is going to be Eldwin. What do you want to do?
It would be Flick. I hadn't fixed mine yet. My
Oh.
initiate.
Well, no, I think
I'm-
it's Robert, right? Like he rolled for Robert, so it's Robert at 27,
I do.
Eldwin at 17.
I had to redo Roberts.
Oh, I see.
Alright,
So
So-
that was a conversation you had in your mind, right? So is there any
No,
indication that we're fighting?
It was out loud.
that was actually telepathic, so
Oh.
he would not have heard that.
Yeah.
What would Eldwin be responding?
So I guess
be vocal at
technically
least?
at this point Flick would be surprised because he wouldn't know what's going on. In fact, I think
Yeah, I
all
think-
of you would be unless you have like danger sense or some kind of
Eldwin,
thing.
would you have replied aloud even though he was speaking in your head?
I would have replied aloud.
I feel like someone has something about being surprised.
Yeah.
Robert can't be surprised.
Okay, so Robert. So we'll skip down to Eldwin, I guess, because you would not be surprised.
I
Eldwin.
was like,
So you kind of
like-
see him raise his hand as if he's going to start a gesture. What do you want
I
to do?
just yell, "Uh-oh!" It's like, guys, trouble. And for my bonus action, I will activate Blade Song.
All right. You hear in your head, a blade singer. So you start your blade singing.
And then, I have a feeling this might bite me in the butt later, but I'm going to try and cast Haste on myself.
All right. So let me roll something. All right, yeah, you begin chanting, and you are casting haste.
I will drop Detect Magic. Or Haste. Oh, Haste isn't on the that list here.
He kind of floats up off the ground,
There it is.
levitating himself.
Alright, I will then use a bunch of movement to start heading here.
Okay. So you rush over up next to him as he floats up into the air.
And I will take a stab at him with my rapier.
Alright. So he kind of looks down at you as you stab up at him. And Flick, you would see a flash of energy come from the rune almost at the same time. As there is an explosion of necrotic energy. I need
Is this
all
the
of
rune that
you.
was on the door?
Yes.
Hmm.
I need a con save from all of you.
Even me?
Yes, everyone within
Damn it.
60 feet. Which
Oh,
I think
jeez.
is everyone. Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
everyone.
damn it.
Oh, I'm Justin. Dang it.
DC is what is it? 20.
I made it! Holy shit! I made it and LJ failed.
I'm going to use a story point to re-roll this.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna. I'm even gonna use inspiration to give advantage on this.
Okay.
Ah.
Alright, so if you failed it, you would take 66 damage. Necrotic.
66.
Yeah, 66. 66.
Oh, jeez.
As you are incredibly withered by a bunch of energy.
Anything on a success?
Half, so 33 on a success.
Oh, jeez.
That's the symbol for like barely alive, right?
Which one?
The one on LJ.
Yes. That
Okay,
is-
cool. I just wanted to make sure. I would have gone unconscious if I failed that.
Alright, so yeah, as you go up to stab at him, almost like instantly, just necrotic energy everywhere, and you would fall down dying as you hear laughter in your mind. Anvir.
Am
I
I
guess-
surprised?
This
Or...
is the
At
surprise round,
this
right?
point, you would no longer be surprised because of what just happened, I'll say.
Fair. Am I the only person who didn't take that damage? No,
Robert.
Flick.
Robert saved as well.
Okay. Oh god.
Well, actually,
Oh.
no, I think by rules of surprise round, you would technically be surprised.
Okay, that's fair.
So he would kind of look north and say, "Is anyone still alive?" Actually, he says that in deep speech. Does anyone speak deep speech? You just hear.
I feel like someone did. Was it Robert?
Let me see.
No, it was that Dax guy. That was the last person who
Oh.
spoke.
Yeah, I don't think Robert does. I think he does. He speaks Gith. Yeah. Alright, so for his turn, he sort of looks down at
Oh.
you.
Out of curiosity, was that out loud he was saying that? Or is he like.
Yeah, that part was out loud because he doesn't actually
Okay.
know who else is over there. So for
My mic was muted, so am I allowed to respond or like not because this is a surprise round, right?
well, at this point, I'll say, did you understand him?
Yeah,
Oh,
my
okay.
mic was muted. It's one of those where if you like put it up, it's muted, and I just didn't notice the red light on.
So you can't take actions, but technically talking isn't an action. So you could probably say something back if you want.
I would say we're still here, but if you let us retrieve our friend, we could leave you be, since apparently you don't want visitors.
So for his turn...
By the way, not that it probably matters, but did my attack actually land or?
I guess she did stab at him. It would have gone off in response, so yeah, go ahead and make the attack at least. Or the attack roll first.
I already did the roll way up.
Oh. What did you roll?
Roll 27.
27. Alright, so then yes, you indeed would have stabbed him. Alright, so
Okay.
then he is a little bit damaged from that. Oh, wait, hang on a sec. Let's see. Was I looking at the wrong sheet?
Dun dun dun.
Not for the spell, but I think.
Oh darn.
We all heal 66 hit points.
Yeah.
no.
You all took 6, not 66. Haha.
Alright. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong thing here. Okay. So he is going to kind of float down to you and cast Shocking Grasp.
Rude.
Oh, and apparently I'm not whispering. So he grabs you, jolting you with energy, failing you 2 death saves, unfortunately.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, you're
not great.
unconscious?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Sorry, I missed that part. Shit.
And he is dying. He says, "Feel your life force draining away." Robert.
Okay. So, what does he have? Okay. Robert's gonna go around the corner, and I guess he is going to take a shot with his hand crossbow.
Alright, so he's firing down at this guy as he is zapping your character.
Gonna go sharpshooter with the first one. See how that goes.
Alright. So 23? Yes,
minus
that will.
5.
Oh, is that
Let's
with
see.
-5? So 17. Alright, he is going to reaction and shield.
18.
Yeah, so he's going to shield that. And he says, in your mind, how dare you? And he'll knock that shot away. As his tentacles start to kind of squirm.
Alright. I guess that was about an average shot, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try one again.
Alright, normal or
It was also sharpshooter, and ooh,
Alright, well that would obviously hit. I think he has a macro for sharpshooting. So if you just click that one, it should do it.
yeah, I think I don't know why it didn't work the first time I found it. What? Hold on, what's his?
You're looking for a superiority die, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Boy, howdy, am I. Does this? Sorry, it's like, does this do it? Yeah, this works, I guess. I will menacing attack.
Okay. So that is, I think, your normal damage plus the 2d10.
Yes. Got add a superiority die.
Alright, so 37.
Oh, that is nice looking.
Alright, so
Yeah.
second shot definitely catches him off guard, getting through his force field. Though he would make his wisdom save, so he's not affected by the fear.
Yeah, worth the shot. I will go for a third shot.
Alright.
Um,
So 4 minus 3. Yes, that will strike as well.
make sure I don't have superiority die. Yeah. And then if I remember, he has
Okay, so
crossbow
he would
expert,
take
so he can.
another 19.
I remember he's crossbow expert, so he can do another bonus action crossbow.
Yes.
So I'll do that. No.
Now that will hit off the shield.
All right.
All right. Anything else?
Robert's gonna. How much? It's like, how much speed does he have? Just 30, so that was 10. He is going to go back around the corner.
All right. So that's it for him. Leo would be surprised. So new round, Nasira.
Oh, I got deleted off the track somehow.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't Flick ahead of me?
I was at 22.12. I don't know what happened to the turn
You
order.
were surprised, weren't you? Oh, I don't know why you're deleted. Did you delete your token?
No, I haven't done anything.
All right. Well, go ahead and re-roll it. Put yourself
Sure.
back up.
Still first.
Yeah. All right. So Flick would
Cool.
be first then. What do you want to do?
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my Tabaxi feature of feline agility to double my movement. So I'm gonna go 40, 55, 60. Now, he's still within reach. Like he's floating in the air, but I can still like reach him and everything.
Yeah. He has a shield active, but he is within reach.
Okay. I think my bonus action is I'm going to Hunter's Mark him.
Okay.
That. How do I cast spells? Do I do this? Oh no. And then I'm just going to. And now this feels like well, this could be a silly question, but like if I well, first let's try to hit him. So then I'm just gonna lash out with my rapier for my first attack. But
Yeah. 28 would strike.
am I able to do a trip attack on him if he's flying in the air, or does that just not make sense?
So
Or like try to knock him down?
you can try, although he's like telekinetically floating himself, but like you think knocking him off his feet wouldn't do much right now.
Yeah, okay. I guess that was my question. If he's floating, so then I'm not going to do that. I think I will do. Yeah, I just wouldn't use any maneuvers. So I'll strike out at him, and
All right. So are you a duelist?
I am a duelist.
Okay. So you strike him for 16, which would wound him. And as you wound him, he vanishes. You hear a laughter in your head as you do. Impressive. And that would end combat. Oh wait, actually it doesn't end combat because someone might die. Anything else, Flick?
Yeah, I will. I'm going to look around very confused. My hackles raise, and then when nothing happens, I'll look towards Eldwin, and I'm going to action surge, and I'm going to cure wounds on him.
Alright, so you action surge, summoning forth healing energy. Which will put him to not dying, though he would have a level of exhaustion, and that will end combat. Alright,
Oh, that
what
was
do you
a
want to
lot of
do?
Most of us never even got a turn in that combat.
I was just like, what happened? Then like he just ran in the room.
I think that technically should have healed more looking at that macro roll.
I don't know what's going on there.
Well,
I just
what's your
picked
wisdom? Or like, what do you?
plus
Yeah,
one?
what's your?
Do you use wisdom for?
Yes.
Well, yeah, cure wounds is plus your is plus
Oh,
your
plus my
spellcasting
spell
modifier.
casting. So my
So
spellcasting modifier is
it would
plus one.
be- If that's your wisdom, then yeah, it would be +1, so it would be 3.
Okay, yeah.
Because, like, looking at it, it's like
Yeah, my spell
can
my
not go through properly.
Oh, because I don't
So-
have anything selected. There we go. Okay.
Alright, so yeah, what do you all want to do? There seems like some sort of laboratory. There are several receptacles with various liquids in them, bubbling and boiling. Some alchemy stuff, as well as possibly like components and potions, all sorts of things around this room. Definitely some kind of laboratory.
Do we know what just happened?
So
good.
what actually happened was like the door opened, there was some quiet. You probably heard Eldwin say a few things, and you heard him quickly run into the room. Then suddenly there was an explosion. Then Robert kind of went in firing, and Flick followed him in, slashing at the guy. And then, like, when you come in now, there's no one in here. You just probably saw Flick healing Eldwin as you came in. So it was a bit of a confusing.
Everyone relax. It
situation.
was all a dream sequence. Nothing happened.
I was just gonna sit up. Grog is like, "Did we get him?"
LJ patched on the back. He says, "We got him, buddy."
I think LJ needs the pat on the back. He nearly died.
He says, "Yeah, I've been better. Oh, getting used to necrotic energy at this point, though." He says, kind of rubbing all his like withered areas. He says, "Can't start the day without it, I guess." When
I'm
can we
half-
get back to fighting regular things that don't mind blast and wither me?
Soon. Hopefully after today.
He nods. So yeah,
Um,
this seems to be whoever this was lab. This might be the leader of the creatures that are here. This seemingly undead illithid.
Weird question. Does anyone have an ability to boost checks of some kind? I have a scroll that I think might be useful, but I don't want it to fail.
Unfortunately, I think you're the one that has that.
Yeah, that's what I thought, sadly.
You
I
always
was
throw
just
us the
curious.
guidances, LJ says.
That is true. I just wasn't sure if anyone else had something similar. Because I have had this scroll of mass heal for the longest time. And I feel like it could be potentially useful.
Oh, that'd be a 19 check.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
be. He says, where are these people we're supposed to be saving? LJ says, looking around. This doesn't seem like a prisoner place.
Well, let us see if there's anything of use in here and get out of here. I confess I'm not feeling very well. I'm not
I'm
So-
going
sure how
to
I'm gonna be in another combat.
like, yeah, like that probably took like the last of my stuff out.
You don't have much luck with
Okay.
other casters, do you, buddy? LJ says. First there was that
Okay.
vampire, now this guy.
Look, when they have necrotic stuff, it's never fun.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Like, I can I may hang out in the front lines with fighters like you, but my constitution is still well below
Says, you know what?
those of a fighter.
You know what I say to that? More push-ups. He gives you a wink.
I can't believe I succeeded against that saving throw. You didn't, LJ.
LJ says, "What's a saving throw?"
That's a valid point. I can't believe I resisted that magical effect and you didn't.
I know, that was ridiculous. He says, "Maybe I need to do more push-ups." Alright, so you start taking some inventory of the stuff in here. One of the creepiest things is a large cauldron filled with blood in the middle of the room that's bubbling.
Nice,
Uh,
nice.
Arcana, actually, when you look closer at it, it's not actually blood. Arcana might tell you more here. DC 15.
Would religion help at all?
Yes, actually. Religion or nature.
Figured I'd ask, yeah.
If we're doing 24 rules, I'd have nature.
So this is blood essence. It's the essence of humanoids, a very taboo thing for a caster to possess. Though you imagine someone like an Illithid Lich probably wouldn't care about such things. It looks
But
like,
I am probably very not happy by this.
yeah, collecting essence from humanoids is very taboo because it means you killed a bunch of people.
I didn't even know we could get essence from humanoids.
Well, you can, but you're not supposed to. Because
Evil art begins.
it's pretty much only used for bad things. But yeah, it looks like he was using it for either some sort of ritual or possibly to make components for something else. It's mid-process, so you can't really do much with it because it's currently all bubbling and boily.
We could ruin it though.
Oh yeah, sure, you could like dump it over or something if you want. Other
Or
than
take a step.
sorry, what?
There's
Nothing.
a well back there.
There are also these smaller cauldrons that have some sort of liquid in them. That would require an alchemy check, either with int or I'll say wisdom.
I'll take a sniff.
Int or wisdom, or just wisdom?
You can use int or wisdom for the alchemy check, if you have alchemist supplies. So these are, by the way, you're whispering, Eldwin.
Oh, right.
But these are, I'll say Nasira, you would know that these are rare and valuable acids. Usually used for certain alchemical mixtures.
Are containers nearby that would be safe for collecting some of it?
Yeah. So I'll say, I guess what would I call that? I'll just call it nature components.
So consider them refined nature components?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nature components or alchemical components? Because nature components I could be.
Technically, there's no. I mean, it's all just one of the three. So we'll say they're nature because they're used for potion craft.
Can I
That's
use
fair.
nature components though? Well, I guess Nasira has an herbalism kit too, so I guess she would be able to.
Yeah, I'll say like you could use a beaker to gather them.
All right, yeah, I would try to collect some of them while y'all are finishing looking around, deciding what to do with the blood.
Well, I feel like we should just dump it because there's nothing good that's going to come from it.
From the blood instances? Yeah.
So it looks like, as you're looking around, there is an open book here, which seems to be a book of rituals.
Perhaps-
Go ahead.
Perhaps take that, would you, Eldwin? She points to the book.
Although
Especially when it looks like it's being referenced.
if you look at the book, Eldwin, the rituals aren't normal rituals. They are very dark, almost corruptive rituals. Give me an investigation, or what's your passive investigation?
My passive is 20.
So, you're at disadvantage, so like 15?
Oh, yeah.
You would guess that some of the rituals in here may have been used on creatures that you fought, like that Elder Brain. And it looks like this, the page he was on may have been, or might be a ritual that he was planning to use possibly on one of his prisoners, as it talks about giving a humanoid strength and making it more controllable through corruption. So it looks like he was planning to strengthen someone.
Like, this is some dark stuff in here.
So it looks like this ritual will basically set someone's strength to 20, but give them disadvantage on wisdom saves.
I feel like LJ would want that if he didn't already have 20 strength.
LJ's like, what are you talking about? I'm already buff. I do my push-ups.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
need
If he wasn't
I
strong
don't need
already,
no dark rituals. Maybe you need it, Anvir.
Take that necklace off and say that.
You got plenty of wisdom saves, right? You're good at that. Your
Honestly,
mind
it
is
wouldn't-
strong. You can resist a little bit of compulsion.
Honestly, I didn't even think about it until you said it, but that wouldn't be the worst, going from -1 to +5.
That'd be really funny.
Envy just gets buff.
But yeah, actually, it does look like the ritual was in progress. He just needed to basically finish it on someone, so it's kind of paused right now.
God, now I'm half tempted to try it on myself because I do have a +11 to go with its wisdom saves.
Yep, permanent disadvantage though.
Do we know if there would be a way to remove it if I decided, oh God, I've made a horrible mistake?
The ritual? No. This is, like I said, there's
Damn it.
some weird dark magic here.
I mean, maybe
Yeah.
divine, maybe the divine could undo something like that, or
Okay,
powerful
nah.
magics, but
Thinking about it, like there is no way Envy could even
LJ
remotely.
says, I'm surprised you're even thinking about it. People
Yeah,
died
no,
to
no.
make this mixture.
No, that's what I was about to say. The second I start thinking about it, Envy in no way he's going for this. AJ, hell yeah. The
AJ 's
metagame in me wants to do
AJ's
this.
doing
Envy,
the-
no.
doing the math in his head. Well,
Yeah.
but Anvir's like, no.
Envy is like, no, that's disgusting.
LJ says, here, I'll make it simple for you. And then he just knocks it over.
All over Eldwin.
but they
Oh, on the floor. Although Eldwin jumps back trying to not get any on him because he's a little
Yeah.
bit worried that it might
Okay.
affect him.
Anyway, speaking of AJ doing math, I think I have a decent chance of casting this scroll if we wanted to try it.
Some other things you find. There are actually a couple of scrolls here on the shelves, along with a bunch of other papers. Do you want to open them up and take a look?
Yeah, I'll start looking.
Okay.
I'll actually look at the papers first.
The other papers? So it looks like there are research notes, which would make sense because you guess this ritual book was handwritten, probably by that Illithid. So yeah, just kind of a bunch of random kind of research notes, and notes on some studies that he may have been working on.
Eldon's actually gonna grab the research notes. It's like,
So I guess dark ritual research notes.
yeah, it's like if we come across any of his work, maybe these things can help us figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Did you take the book?
I'm going to it's like, Andre, do you mind checking the is it on like a pedestal or is it just on the table?
It's on a pedestal. It's like
Like-
it's like a 10-pound book. It's huge.
Andre, do you
I was
want to help
gonna say,
me
if we're not
see
taking
if
it,
there's
probably
any
just burn
traps?
it.
Yeah, sure. I just registered you'd have a passive perception of 5.
Yes.
I will look for traps on this pedestal.
All right. No, it doesn't seem like there's any traps on the pedestal, which would make sense because he probably wouldn't want to set them off by accident. No more runes or anything that he was hiding there.
Like, let's put the book and the notes in the bag for now. I don't want to destroy him just yet in case we need information from those to deal with any of his stuff.
That sounds good. I just didn't want to leave them here.
No, that's a good idea.
By the way, I put the nature components in my inventory, FYI, for if whoever's recording the other stuff, like, I got those.
I guess Flick could use them potentially.
What's that?
Because I was saying Flick, I guess, could potentially use them.
Use what?
The nature components.
nature
I mean,
components.
Asira could too. If she's an alchemist, she can make potions out of them.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
thinking because if they're nature components, wouldn't they potentially be able to be used for like nature spells?
They could, yeah. Be
Yeah, that's
for,
that's what I was
primal
thinking.
Well,
casting.
if you wanted some, I just figured since she was collecting that acid in the beaker while you guys were exploring, that she pocketed it. That's the only reason I.
No, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Flick doesn't show any interest in any of this stuff. He just like is underfoot, just watching what you guys are doing.
To be fair, I don't know how many ranger spells actually have a costly component. I
Alright,
don't think it's many.
so here. There is a spell that catches your eye.
Is it a
Just-
bell?
Spell. I'm just gonna put the other
Oh,
spells
darn.
you see.
Hmm. Oh.
Ooh. Like, I'll hand off that one to Flex. Like, this one might, be like this one might work with your skill set.
Alright, so those are the spells.
Was that the Swift Quiver?
Yeah, Swift Quiver.
Okay.
Oh, vampire
Although
touch.
what spell level is that? He might not be able to. He might need to do a check for it.
It's,
Oh yeah.
There's a 3. I forget.
It's 5.
Uh,
Well, the 23 version.
So I'll say, Anvir, with your passive perception, you would notice a book kind of buried under a bunch of the papers. Looks like an old spell book.
Ooh.
I'd point it out to Edwin.
I will hesitantly reach for it.
God knows
Okay.
I wasn't going to.
Yeah, so it's
Sure
very
is.
dusty. It looks like it hasn't been used in a while.
I'll crack it open and see and just look at some of the notes.
I need a
Oh gosh darn it.
int save. As you suddenly hear a very loud static in your mind. Alright, so you make the save. I always forget what the damage on this is.
Oh no.
Not to shoot myself in the foot, but I don't have to do it as well, do I?
No. It only
Okay.
affects the person who opened the book.
Good, good.
So that would be okay. That would be 28, which halves to 14 psychic damage.
Whew.
As your mind is just reeling from the strange static that's like echoing in your head now. Kind of just shaking your head, trying not to lose consciousness. But it looks like that was the trap in it. Some sort of arcane marking. Almost felt like a Rary Psychic Lance or something. But inside, you see there are a bunch of spells in Deep Speech.
Hmm.
So this
Like-
may have been either his spell book or one of his old spell books.
Look, you were speaking with the Illithid earlier, weren't you? Oh, I was unconscious for that.
You were unconscious for that.
Like, I guess I'll ask, like, look, shot in the dark, you don't know deep speech, do you?
You just kind
He
of
did start yelling at the mind flayer before.
I turn away from the table where I just like knock over something and say, "Yeah, it's just yeah." Thanks.
Oh no, that was the Supreme Elf Potion, Flick. Oh no.
Oh no.
So
I'll walk over to you.
yeah, if
like-
you show him the book, you would recognize the words, but you have no idea like what half of them means. Just looks like it's like someone looking at like a math book. Like you have no idea what half of the symbols mean.
Like,
Are there any like I would guess anything like
He's like a kid that knows the alphabet but has never seen that word before in his life.
Exactly. I'm thinking in relevancy of like a book and how people would write it. Is there anything like a title word where I could just like mimic what's on there to tell them like this page is about and here's at the very top, or is that
Oh
beyond
yeah,
me?
well you recognize that these are instructions. They just don't make any sense to you.
It's all just jumble to me.
Yeah, you recognize the words and what they're saying. It's just being not a wizard, you have no idea what any of it means.
It's like if you today picked up a book about string theory.
Yeah, or
So
like
what you're
rocket
saying is-
science or something.
I can read these books at night to Eldwin as he goes to bed.
You could.
Not understanding what they're saying, but being like, and then the elements do the doopity boppity, and he's like, oh yes, the boopity boppity.
And he drifts off.
I mean, I
into
do have
dreamland.
comprehend language, but
Oh, that's easier.
That also
So-
takes a long time.
Yeah, I'll just say, I understand the words, but it's not my bailiwick. I have no idea what they're trying to say.
Well, we
I
can figure
will-
out if Eldwin takes the book for now. We can figure out how he can read it at a later time when we are in less peril.
So LJ is actually going to close the door at this point and say, just in case.
So what do
There's
you
more
think? Should I
runes on
try
that
and use
side.
the scroll?
So there is some more stuff in the room. If you look around,
Yeah, we should probably finish something first.
there's a very nice looking alchemy lab. Unfortunately, you probably wouldn't be able to take it, but you would recognize that the alchemy lab here is exquisite, Nasira.
Okay.
Like, you think it would be 20% cheaper to make potions at this alchemy lab.
Okay. I have no desire to stay here even for that.
So what we're saying is kill all the mind flayers, keep both bases, keep
mean,
the
I-
alchemy.
I mean, I feel like that was a plan to begin with. But the problem is, I don't know if we can face that mind flayer as we are. Would I have recognized that he was a lich, or?
I've already done a check about our loons.
Oh, right, you. Right, you already
Actually, you don't. Oh, you didn't see him. Actually, yeah.
To
I
be
guess
fair, that's true. I didn't see him.
yeah, you didn't see him. Do you have religion?
I do not have religion, but
So he just looked. He probably would have just.
oh, I
looked
do
like
have
an-
religion.
Oh,
Sorry.
so a religion check might tell you something.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nope.
he just looked like an undead illithid to you. So yeah, unfortunately, you wouldn't know much else than that.
So what did you actually fight, Eldwin? None of us. I don't think half of us saw it.
Well, he was, like, he did claim that he was, that, we had been killing his subordinates, and he, was undead in nature.
And you also see 10 potions kind of off to the side on a display thing.
Oh.
Oh,
let's
God.
do this.
Those take a minute to actually like properly identify, though, don't they?
I think
It's,
Uh,
it is 10 minutes. Just like,
Actually,
like-
they are labeled in deep speech, which I think one of
Flick!
them speaks. Let's see.
Flick, we need your translational services. I feel like you're going to be hearing of that a lot in this temple.
That's gonna. There's a theme happening here.
Mhm.
You're just being ping-ponged around the table. Like, it's just Flick.
Just like, what does this word say? It says, "I don't care. I don't know."
I'll take the arcane components.
But I would need to know what it says. I don't know. But
I
I
don't
need
know.
you to read it.
Alright, those are the potions.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Those
Wow.
are some things.
I'm going to I'll let them know what all of them do. But I am going to grab one of the invisibility ones, and I'm gonna say this one's a little bit off. I think I'm gonna hold on to it because I think I know what it means, but not quite.
Give me a deception check.
I would love to.
The man who is
So-
constantly invisible.
Yeah, you might not fully believe him.
I just give him like the disapproving mum look.
my my ears are tucked back. You're just like, why are your ears tucked back? Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, he notices a tell. And in case you're interested, if you want to mark this alchemy lab for later, there's about 500 pounds of equipment if you do want to have your camp taken.
God, that is a lot of equipment.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Could be worth it.
If someone wants to make note of this location to like come back to later, that would be how much it weighs.
Might be worthwhile.
So, Eldon will go to Flick when he says that something's wrong with the potion. He's like, oh really, something's off of that one? It's like, I know Nasira and I are have knowledge in alchemy. Like, we might be able to look at that potion and figure out a way to see if maybe we can stabilize it or up its potency. Or
I'll look at you, deadpan, just the eyes shifting because we already made the roll, and I'll be like, there's already enough here for you guys to have to deal with. I'll let me be of help. I'll do what I can with this one. Everybody has a part to play, and I'll smile.
like, all right, if you think so. It's like, I have
So-
a -5 passive insight right now.
I'll say Nasira, while they're kind of looking around, you would notice a book on the table here that looks like some kind of journal. Unfortunately, you can't read deep speech, so you're not sure what it says. And another one of those skeleton keys, like the one Anvir has.
Yeah, I'll take the key and hand it to Anvir, and the book and hand it to Eldwin.
Well, I guess
Are
Eldwin
we
has it
done
now.
here yet?
Oh yeah, I would hand the key back, I guess.
Okay. So yeah, they're, like I said, just a book of notes in deep speech. That seems like it's everything that you can see in here.
I
I'm
suggest we either retreat for some rest or we expend some potions and magic to ensure that we can continue.
I could try and use that scroll.
Just,
I reckon I've got a decent chance in using it.
I'll just, as you keep saying that, go ahead, just cast it already. It sounds like you really want to.
It would heal all of us to max. That's the only reason I'm like, it would be very useful.
But Eldwin remains rather drained from his experience, I believe. Is there anyone else that is, besides your health and vigor, is anyone else depleted on resources or abilities, or would healing alone make us able to press on?
Oh, I am so low. I am so low on this.
Well, I could use time to treat my wounds, but I don't know if it's safe to do that here. Though if we leave here, we might get jumped in the halls, so this is a bad spot. You got any teleporting?
Unfortunately, not today.
We're in a bit of a
I
pickle.
could teleport 2 of us 500 feet, but that's not what you mean.
No.
Alright, I'm just gonna do everything in my power to try and make this spell scroll to go through, because I do have I could do enhance ability on myself.
Well, basically, what I was saying though is like, even if the spell scroll puts us in good state health-wise, but none of us have abilities to press on, then it might be a waste. That's what I was trying to ascertain.
That's fair.
Well, I think
If the whites show up while we're resting, though, that might get a little bit dicey if everybody's not feeling their best.
Or
We
the squid
could
wizard comes
try-
back.
We could try to retreat to a less used chamber and perhaps try to hide Onvir's hut a bit, and that would not necessarily mean we were safe, but might at least let us complete our rest before. I don't know.
Did we have anything we wanted to try to throw into this cauldron to...
I think LJ tipped it over
Yeah,
already.
they knocked it over.
It was
Oh,
full of
okay.
It was full of blood essence.
So there's a big bloody pool in this room now.
He ruined the ritual because it was tempting Anvir, and he didn't like that.
Anvir's going around and prestidigitating it now.
Anvir was doing a golem. He's like, we can't do it. Yes, precious.
Instead of Smeagol and Golem, it's Omru and AJ.
Yeah. We can get the +5, precious. The +5. Alright, so what do you want to do?
The numbers don't usually go that high.
So I am very, very low on health, so a little bit of healing would, I think, I have most of my abilities still, but I am rather weak against these creatures, as we have seen in many of these combats. They are able to incapacitate me quite easily. So it is really up to our casters and how they feel in their magical abilities if we continue today.
I think we can agree that we all need to rest at this point. And I don't know about the rest of you, but I think that we need to make sure this place is cleared out. Now that I've met the boss of this place, he is he's for certain a threat if we leave this place uncleared.
Says, I'm guessing you made him angry by stabbing him and shooting him,
Well,
too.
we've also just stolen his research notes and disrupted what is most likely a rather valuable ritual.
He said that my brain would be valuable before I stabbed him. I
Sounds
feel
like
I
a
was
compliment.
justified. Oh,
Well,
incredibly so. It's nice that he could recognize my genius, but
I was about to say, at least he has a good eye.
That's a compliment I've never gotten myself, LJ
Like,
says.
why'd you piss him off so much? Jeez.
It's probably why he got mad, because he gave you that nice compliment and then you stabbed him.
Yeah.
it's a conundrum because he was right, but I do like my brain where it is.
I mean, I have
Alright.
the same reaction when, a
Yes.
zombie wants to eat my brain. Just because they find it appetizing is not a compliment, in my opinion.
LJ says, why don't we retreat back to the library if we're going to try to rest? Otherwise, we should get out of here. Just my opinion.
I agree that we should not rest in this room, but if we are not going to try to retreat from this fortress overall, then yes, let us find a less used corner and do what we can to rejuvenate.
What about you? Sorry, you're new to us. It's Flick, right?
Yes.
Says
That's
you
me.
came from upstairs. Is it safe up there? That's pretty close.
There's not a lot of there's not a lot about this place that would dictate as safe, but I assume since we only start experiencing the whites deeper into this complex that we've gone, maybe at least upstairs are just not as common.
He says, well, I don't know. Make the call, Eldwin. What are we doing? As he peeks out the door.
I think Flick says that there's nothing he didn't really encounter much up there. If we rest in a place that they haven't seen us before, we should be safe. We're not going to be truly safe in this place.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
Maybe-
are we stopping and resting? Because I thought the whole reason that we didn't even take a long rest before coming in here was to try and save people. So I feel like resting just defeats that purpose as well.
He says, well, not now we can't. He says, look at me. I'm dying here. Look at poor Eldwin. He's about to fall
Oh,
over. He says, how are we going to save in this condition?
Well, that's what we were talking about, that weren't we? Like, I could try and use the scroll, or the health potions could help.
The only problem with that, Onvir, is that even if you did get that spell off from the scroll, it's like you said so yourself, your magic abilities are incredibly drained. I
Oh
could,
god, yes.
like, I would be acting as pretty much as a fighter with just some parlor tricks at this point, and less of a blade singer.
I would chime in and say, I don't know exactly what your goals are down here, but are we on a timetable to save these people? Do we know they're in imminent danger, or are they just being held somewhere?
There are
Well-
portals that link to where we live.
He
I
says,
don't-
well,
there's
from some guy we talked to, he said he had some of his people were trapped down here. That's why we came back in to look for them.
the thing is, I'd rather we lived so that we could so that we could take care of, like, make sure that the people of Ember are taken care of, rather than throw our lives away trying to possibly save some Gith that we've never met.
Well, I think we need to make a call, LJ says, still looking nervously down the hall. He says, I don't know how much longer this is going to stay safe.
I think we search for a place to rest and then clear this place tomorrow.
Nods. He says, got it. So he kind of pushes the door open.
So we're resting here, or we're like returning back?
Let's find a corridor or chamber that is less used, that seems undisturbed, and that they don't know we've been yet.
Just to clarify, what time is it?
It is about 2 o'clock. Or 2:45, sorry.
Okay.
So we'd be here for 18 hours. We would have to be there for 18 hours.
If you did a full rest here, then yeah.
It's like,
There's a lot of time in enemy territory.
it is. The problem is that if we cross over to safe territory, we would be going through all those traps that they would be setting up at the
That
portal.
is also true.
Says, yeah,
If we can
remember those
hide-
Gith we saw on the way back in who were setting up traps as we came back.
And that was only after an hour.
He says, well, I just need a short rest. Well, I don't know. Actually, how are his hit dice doing?
LJ?
Yeah.
LJ still has a lot of his hit dice, actually.
Alright,
He's
so-
only used 3 so far.
So yeah,
I only need a short rest as well, but that's why I said it is up to our casters.
yeah, I think
And their-
yeah, well, I mean, LJ would just say, like, I think if we're gonna do this, if we want to save these people and come back here, if we want to have a chance to save these people and, like, fight the wizard wounded, we'd have to, we couldn't stay away too long. So, but if we're gonna stay here, we do at least need a short rest. That's not up for debate.
I
I
think
think we try to rest, hope for a long, and but prepare for a short.
All right, so where are you going?
upstairs.
Sorry, I'm still adding stuff. I'm trying to add stuff to the
Yeah, make
Bag of
sure all the items. If you took someone, make sure or if you took something, just
Yeah.
make sure you said it.
I think the invisibility potions went to Flick. The scroll of the quiver scroll went to Flick, and I took some components, and Eldwin took some components. But everything else, like, I don't think anyone's claimed.
We
that.
should
I think-
probably figure out those potions.
I was about to say, I took the vampiric touch scroll.
Oh, okay.
I've only taken one invisibility potion, so the other one is still available.
Okay.
If no one says anything against it, I have only
Here.
one.
I'm
Right.
gonna do a break, and you guys can talk about who's taken what stuff. Remember, you
Yeah,
have the
'cause I'll-
journal as well, the book with the journal notes.
I have a potion of greater and 2 regular healing, and I have a potion of invisibility already in Nasera's inventory.
I don't need the invisibility potion because I have a spell scroll. So
I need to sort my inventory out. It is
I-
such a random mess.
I would
need-
take one healing potion, whichever one, just to have one on me in case of emergencies.
Yeah, everyone should have at least one on them, and a couple is better.
How's
It might be worth giving LJ maybe.
the superior?
Yeah, I
Does
was thinking.
Robert- does Robert
I was
have any
thinking
in his inventory?
That's
Let's
I'm
put
checking.
one or two in his.
He does not.
maybe.
He does not have any potions right now.
Yeah,
but
let's put one or two healing potions on him. Everyone should have them spread out so that we can pour them down each other's throats when we need them.
I think
only have-
I'm fine with the 3 regulars I have. That's enough to just get people off the ground.
Right, and Nasira has a
Um,
greater and 2 regular, so she's I think spread these others out among the rest of you.
So
So
one greater to me. 'Cause I only have one greater. That's the only potion I have. So, 2 for. I guess Nasir would know who has more HP between Flick and Robert.
Nasira would know, but Miriam doesn't.
Yeah. Robert has 108 max.
I'm 81 max.
Oh,
Alright, so
okay.
superior to
Oh, you're a
Robert.
squishy boy. You have the same
I
HP
am.
as me.
Oh, right, he's Rogue Ranger, so he's only 8.
Yeah, I'm only 7 into fighter.
You have the same max HP as me.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
how
give
much did you
Robert-
say you were
give
again?
Robert the bigger one then. We'll make sure
81.
that Flick has
Oh, he has
some.
one more than me.
We are such a squishy group. Holy shit.
Nasira's
Yeah,
not
so-
squishy.
Yeah, but all of us are just like low 80s.
True.
We
Yeah,
got
well,
80,
Nasira-
81, 81.
Nasira's got the tough feet. That's the only reason that she like has a extra chunk of health.
Eldwin, don't you have the
Yeah.
tough feet?
No.
I bet you would in the new rules.
I was debating on it. I was debating between skilled or tough.
Guild seems really interesting.
I like that you can take, like it says in the feat that you can take it more than once now.
Yeah.
I think most people would allow it, but like now that it just says it, it makes it so much clearer.
Couple that allowed it before, but they specifically said it. Like the elemental adept one, you could take more than once for
Yeah.
different elements, things like that.
I like
Uh,
that.
That
Does
one's
anyone
nice.
know how
I
much
like having
the-
that one when you're an evocation wizard, so that nobody is immune to your fire.
Yeah.
So how many potions are we giving LJ again, just so I know what I'm giving him?
I think the one superior. Does anyone have the weight for that?
It's half a pound.
You?
No, wait a second. Yeah, it's half. I'm pretty sure it's half a pound for a potion.
Same as the other potions.
I think that's the standard for a potion. Yeah.
Okay. Figured. So I'll take a greater to put me to 2. Flick takes 2.
You know what's funny is we just had LJ swimming around at the bottom of the well, and Nasir's walking around with a potion of water breathing.
Oh, yeah, I have one too.
Well, I don't think it was like deep. I think it was just like
okay.
I think it was like
A
like
running river.
I think it was like I think it was only like knee deep.
Oh, okay.
He like dived under to grab something.
I
and
think
then
those are
Yeah.
the ones that we made. Remember, we got those potions when we went in for that rescue mission, but then we figured out a different way to go in the barrel.
Yeah, we turned a barrel into a submarine using
Yeah.
creation bard magic.
that was fun.
Yeah.
We used some of them on the way back, I believe.
That's, I think, why some of us still have. Yeah, the
But
water breathing.
I had-
Yeah,
I had
LJ had to
ultrasound.
guide it.
Like I had alter self, so I didn't need it.
I think LJ
Well-
was the only one who actually drank it because there wasn't enough room in the barrel, and also we needed someone to guide the
Garrett,
barrel.
yeah.
So does everyone have their potions?
I think so. Well, as long as you're
the
someone.
I don't think I.
What about Robert? Did someone put one in Robert's?
I
inventory?
put a superior in his.
Perfect.
Wait,
Uh,
so where's the missing grader going? Did Nasira take a grader?
Eldwin took one. Robert took one.
I took 2. Then we gave out 1 superior. I think there's 1 superior missing.
Okay,
right?
so Robert got a superior and a grader.
Oh, he got a greater too. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's what I'm assuming because there's a floating grater otherwise.
That works for me.
Because if you only took one and then he only takes two, then there's one still left.
All right, let's
that's-
make sure someone's taking the last one.
I'll give the last grader to him. Nasir, did you say that you were
It
taking
might-
the other invisibility?
Oh no, I already have an invisibility.
Oh, you said you already had one.
Yeah.
It might be worthwhile actually giving that grader to LJ now, just in case we come across something.
Give him the grader now. I'm fine with that.
Because he is.
So I put the quarter mark on myself, but I'm actually like 1 point above quarter health. So she's
You know
she's not in good shape for combat, but she's not like on death's door.
I'm trying to remember what he was at. He's at. Without going into numbers, I'm pretty sure LJ's is like not quite a fifth. Like,
Mm. Yeah.
I'm just gonna put in the notes. But how much is superior again?
Good question.
that's a great question. Is that 8?
I think it's 84 plus 6, or is it plus 8? I forget.
8. It's always plus the die. It's plus the amount of dice, except for Supreme, which is double the amount of dice.
Right.
Yeah, because it's 2d4 times
Four.
plus 2, 4 plus 4, 8 plus 8, and then 10 plus 20. Why? Why not?
Scaling.
What was that? Roll for 4 flick.
What was the? Oh, that I was using my second wind just to get it out the way, just in case anything happens, since we're going to take a rest.
Oh, is that every short rest? I thought it was long rest.
It's every short rest.
Short rest.
Bloody, well, I know what,
Does he still have second wind?
Yep.
Well, and honestly, I could pass out some healing with my key points if we are going to pass a short rest. But then if I use up all my key points and we don't get the rest, then we'd be in trouble. But I could do some hands of healing with my key points.
I would wait until we go
Or
to
in a-
actually start
in the-
resting.
Yeah, until we're actually in the hut. Leo and his emojis.
Alright. So who wants this invisibility potion? Honestly, in character we don't know that Flick has one, so Flick or Robert would be the best ones for it.
Okay, after using second wind, he's looking much better.
Yeah, that's a pretty good roll too.
Yeah, that's a good roll.
Yeah, I rolled 1 off max.
Yeah, if Flick would like a potion of invisibility, since obviously we don't know that he already has one, but like, perhaps this would be useful when.
Well, no,
using
me
the
and you
potion.
know he was bullshitting about the potion he took before.
do
We
we?
don't know what it was, but we know he was bullshit. He rolled a 12.
Right, only I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He rolled
so-
a 12 deception.
Well,
Me and you know he's
honestly,
bullshit.
I don't think. I think that most of us would offer it to him anyway. Don't you think?
Technically, we don't know it's invisibility, but we know that he just took a good potion.
Right. I mean, the remaining invisibility that we know about, like, while we're splitting up these potions, I think we would offer it to Flick.
It was
right?
greater.
It actually
I would fight him for it, but
All right. Right.
Maybe we actually give that to Robert, because, like I was saying, Flick, he's technically, because he's the,
Really invisible already. And then
he has his ranger ability.
Gloomstalk.
Yeah, Gloomstalker ability. So he's technically got the invisible condition as long as
Time, yeah.
he's not in light against a. So it might be better suited for Robert, who is just normal dexterous.
Honestly, I mean, like Anvir said, if it was greater, that's a whole other story. But when it's just a regular invisibility potion, that's like something that we're gonna use for something strategically, utility. We're not gonna use that in the middle of combat. So I
True.
don't care if it goes in the bag of holding or in someone's inventory. Same thing with the gaseous form ones. You
I
know,
think
those
we
are
have
something we're going to
more.
use strategically at some point, but we don't know when or where, you know?
Yeah.
Or for what reason?
Yeah,
think we
yeah.
already
But they're
have
not the
one
things.
in
They're
the
not like the
bag.
healing potions where we need them at hand in the middle of combat, you know, for possible, you know, death
Yeah,
saves.
we already have a potion of gaseous form in the bag.
We had I think we had some, was it potions of growth, or I thought we had a couple something else that we'd been hanging on to for a while too. Climbing maybe, I don't know.
Climbing, I believe. I have that, I believe.
Because those actually, that's some more stuff that could be really strategic in certain situations, but we don't like. I think we kind of forget we have them, you know. Whenever I get a spell scroll, like obviously Nasira doesn't cast, but on my characters who can cast, whenever I get a spell scroll, I actually put a little scroll emoji next to the spell's name in my spell book, so that like when I'm scanning through my spells in the middle of combat and I'm low on spell slots, I'm like, oh, I have a spell scroll for this one, because that helps me remember I've got them.
Not bad. See, so we have another scroll of magic weapon and protection from poison. Again, magic weapon right now would only really be. I guess I'll hold on to that one just in
I mean,
case.
magic weapon is definitely it can be handy, but it is also concentration. So I you know,
Yeah, that's
you
why
and
I'm like,
Andre
if he
generally have to
needed
be better to
like a
concentrate.
thing for Flick in case he needs magic damage and doesn't on his
Yeah.
weapon, but he doesn't because we don't know about that dagger. Yeah, if he needs to be attuned to actually get use out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, and that scroll is for +3 is the spell level.
Oh, the magic weapon one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so it's a high level.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
it's a
that
high
would
level
probably
scroll.
be a caster check
Yeah,
too.
so give that.
It's like
that
what, 6?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
I think Onvir technically has a similar scroll that makes your weapon holy, or spell. But
I have a spell, yeah.
favor.
But
I,
again-
I have it prepared, I just never cast it.
yeah, it's one of those things though, because there's so many more things, more useful things for concentration usually, you know.
Protection from poison. Do clerics get that?
Yes.
I was exactly right. For +3, it's 6th level.
Andre, do you want the poison? Well, it feels like something that you would get the most benefit holding on
And
to.
that one is not concentration, right? Or do I misremember?
I mean, sure, I'll take it, I guess.
I
Well-
mean, you can cast it. I don't know who else can.
I think I might.
Actually, I mean, protection from poison, rangers might even be able to cast that. I
Rangers.
don't know. I'll look at it. Yeah.
It is. It's not concentration. It's just an hour, and it's on.
So it's another
Yeah.
one of those situational things where we could put it on someone in advance of going into something. And Nasira's already immune to poison, so like when we had that cloud kill stuff going on, that would have been useful for someone to be able to put on themselves.
It's on artificer, cleric, druid, paladin, ranger.
Okay.
It's 2nd level, so he'd have to roll for it, but Onvir obviously could just do it.
All right, yeah, hold on to that, Onvir. It's one of those strategic situational things we just need to remember we have.
Alright, let me know if you're back in chat.
I haven't left yet, and I am gonna run and get some water. But
So
You
yeah,
guys
we've been
go ahead.
divvying up.
I mean, Nasira is like, I need a short
Bob.
rest, but I will take a long rest if you guys need it. Let's go find a spot.
I don't know, I just felt like being a dickhead.
Gib.
You know, just for a change, I thought maybe I would be a dickhead.
Fair enough.
Not like I'm like that every bloody day.
So I think
Miri quickly ran away, but otherwise I think everyone's back.
yeah, I assume you are here, Eldwin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just filling in the notes for
fine.
what's been going on.
No worries. I'm gonna have to go get some dinner after this. Very hungry. I haven't eaten much today.
Okay, I'm back.
I need to go to bed after this.
Yeah. All right. So, where are you going?
I think
Upstairs?
sounded like
Stairs?
upstairs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would
let's
there
show us where he came from.
I was gonna actually say to Raven, since we didn't really cover a lot like the path that I took, would there be a check I could make or something like that, or like a survival skill to try to retrace my steps to a place that might seem like a good spot to like take a breather?
Yeah, if you make it back up the stairs. Let me
What's with this if business?
roll for something. All right, go ahead and
Turn the
go ahead.
corner and 30 of those wraiths are just there.
Yeah. It's like I'm tired of this campaign.
Do we need the light, or shall I put it out?
No, we
Um,
have. Why did you have it? We have the dark vision.
I don't remember why. For some reason, I have a light on me.
I think it was the spot
All right, so
flick
you turn
when he
off the
went
light.
off.
Yeah, if you turn off the lights, then
He would vanish.
I would say I'll travel a little bit ahead since I'm apparently the noisiest one here somehow.
Yeah, we gotta get you some quieter armor.
You're hard to
friend.
see, but we hear you.
Yeah, I know that was an oversight on my end. But yeah,
You
so
and
I
LJ
will.
should switch armor.
What's up?
I was saying you and LJ should switch armor.
What is LJ wearing?
Mithril plate.
Says, but I like my armor. I like being.
I was just kidding, Eldrin.
I
Don't
know.
let LJ
I'll
don't
look at
kid.
him and sniff like, it smells like him, and I'll just keep walking.
Haha, smells like awesome.
Oh, I guess I
in the
instinctually turned here, but I know we could go over the rubble. Just wasn't sure if we want to get caught in the rubble if something comes out at us.
Now we should probably go back the way we came, LJ says. By the way, yeah, because we don't know if there's something over there. Are you trying to be stealthy?
I'd imagine so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
relatively
Alright,
so.
Give me some stealth checks.
We're making as little noise as we can. I don't know how little that is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're about to
trying
find
to-
out. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Like,
On Veer.
Oh no! I have
Oh, no.
decent stealth as well. I just rolled really bad.
Don't worry, I stole one of your crits, finally.
With disadvantage, double crits.
And
You gotta love it.
if LJ
oh,
has superiority
cool.
dice, doesn't he have that ambush thing?
Yeah, I think he does. Yeah, I don't think I don't think it matters.
I
Alright.
don't think it is.
So as you are moving north there, I guess as you turn the corner here,
Oh, that corner? Okay, so I was just going to
Yeah.
put myself at the corner right there.
as you're going around that way, you would suddenly, I guess not surprised, because you probably hear something at the last minute as a creature comes through the wall here. So I need initiative. Looks like it's trying to ambush you.
Is it okay
Looks
if I
like the one
move
that
my,
you wounded from before.
Nice.
DM, is it okay if I move my token a little bit up because I'm far back than I would be? I was typing notes.
Sure.
That'd be just like here.
Oop, I pulled out a second me instead of an LJ. We are like right next, like above, up and below each other. Oh my
Jesus. Oh,
my
crap, it
initiative
hurt
didn't-
me. This
no,
one,
my nat 20 didn't go through.
this one seems like it
Oh.
came through the floor. Like came up through the floor.
Mm.
So the first act. think
Oh, I
it's
still
the
need to do
LJ.
LJs. Yeah. Well, there's the nat 20.
And so the first act is going to be Robert, actually.
All right.
Interesting.
I'm the only person who has initiative
although-
less than 20.
With his passive, well, what is his passive? Oh, but he can't be
He-
surprised, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so he gets
Yeah.
to go. What's he gonna do?
I guess he will.
So this thing kind of comes up out of the floor, and lunging towards Flick there.
Oh, if it goes up, if it gets out there, then he'll just stay where he is, and he will take a shot at him with sharpshooter.
Danger
See how that
sense.
goes.
Alright, AC 16. Yep, first shot will strike. Doing 18.
Alright, second.
Nope,
Oof.
that will
Uh,
miss.
He's gonna use a superiority die for precision strike.
Alright, so he has to beat a 4 on his dice. A 4 or over.
It's a D10, right?
Yes. No,
Ah.
that misses.
Alright, next one.
That almost hurts worse than like if
No.
it was a 1.
Yeah, that's the sting of the sharpshooter. Yep, that's gonna miss too.
Going really low for these. Last one, bonus action.
16 is the AC, so he ignores cover, so that would strike. Doing another 20, which will wound it. Yeah.
And then he will back up here,
Okay.
and that'll end his turn.
Nasira.
I run up the wall.
I'll say with your
And-
passive, you did hear something, so you're not surprised.
Oh, and I can sense him as well. Because of my blind sight. So yeah, I'm gonna run up the wall. 5, 10, 15, 8, 25, 30. And jump down.
Okay, landing on the
And-
other side of him.
Give him some punches. See if I can finish him.
Parkour.
Okay, yeah.
22 will strike with the first one. So he takes 12.
And I don't know if they're affected by poison, but I'll poison him.
He is not.
Oh, I have to wait until I do flare blows for that anyway. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Second strike. Oop.
And
then-
dodge that.
And I will go ahead and spend a key point for flurry of blows just to see if we can finish him off before he does anything.
All right. Yeah. 22 strikes with the third hit for 8.
And... Oh, and I guess it. See, I keep forgetting. So, Hand of Harm is necrotic damage, but it also poisons the target. So, do either of those affect them? I can't remember.
Do you want to try to use it?
I think I tried the last combat, but I'll go. I'll try to use it. It doesn't cost any key anymore at my level, so.
All right. So he would. Let's see. Take 3 necrotic. That.
And I forgot. And I didn't spend this, so there's that. Okay, all right, and then the last strike.
Yeah, 23 would strike, and that would kill it.
Okay.
All right.
All right, let
What
us
do
be
you
more,
wanna
let us be more stealthy. Let us keep moving though.
All right. So to the north of you, as you're kind of going around the turn here, I'll say Nasira, Flick, and Anvir. You think you hear yells from the north. Sounds like Gith. Someone yelling, "Help us! Please, is anyone out there?"
What language are they speaking?
They
Gith.
would be speaking
Oh, common.
common.
Oh, come on.
Wait,
Yep.
actually, let me double check that. I think they might be speaking Gith. Oh yeah, they're speaking Gith.
Robert,
Would I
will be
recognize that it is Gith, even because Robert, I guess, didn't
I'll
hear it.
say-
You said.
Well, actually, they're yelling pretty loud. I'll say Robert would whisper, it sounds like the Gith.
Let's go help them, I guess.
I mean, that noise could cover our retreat.
And it could be a trick. I think maybe we
Like-
should just go.
Who said that?
Robert.
Oh, okay.
like
I was going to say, probably not. I don't imagine LJ saying that.
Right.
No, it'd probably be Robert. It's
Like,
like
we
we
really
saved
don't-
one Gith, and it turned out to be a huge pain. It sounds like there were multiple of them up there.
if they're still
Is this
alive
not why we're
tomorrow,
here? I look questioningly at the group. It's like, it sounds like they're right down the hallway.
Yeah, probably with Illithids there ready to mind blast us and instantly kill half of us with how hurt we are. It's like our goal here is to clear these Illithids to make the this place safer for our people. If we can save the Gith, great. But if we can't,
LJ says,
but I'm not gonna risk them to save the Gith.
we're talking about it too much. Let's just go help them.
I could go check it out. I offer. It's like, you guys stay back here. If it turns out to be a trap, you'll have a head start. I can most likely get away.
Fine,
LJ
if you wanna-
says, well, if you go, I'll cover you. Keep an eye out. But I still think maybe someone who's not wearing heavy armor should go. He says,
Well, if it's a
maybe-
trap, at least I'll spring it, and we'll know it is what it is.
He just shrugs. He says, alright, well, like I said, I'll cover you if you want to go.
I look at Nazira.
As I've said before, I need healing before I'd be much of a backup in a fight. Other than that, I concur with Eldwin.
Like right now, a stiff breeze would do me in.
And I am not far behind.
He says, alright, well, why don't you, we can't go, he says, we need him for the upstairs to know where he's safe. Why don't we get to safety, then maybe sneak back down?
If you really want to risk throwing your lives away for that, then sure.
I do think that LJ and Anvir would be fighting for helping these people, but
Yeah, I'm
Nasira is
just very
not-
conflicted.
Nasira is not one of my selfless characters. She is definitely not. So she's
Yeah.
all about Eldwin, and I are not
Like
in good enough shape to risk it.
and Eldwin doesn't think of the Gith as like friends of his, so he's like, I don't care.
Alright, so Nasira is going up the stairs. Are you all just going up the stairs?
I think so.
Yeah.
If they
I
turn
see
and go the
Ondir
other
sitting
way,
here,
If
so
they
I'm
go-
kind of waiting.
I just don't know what to do. I think Onvi has heard enough stories about how terrible the Gith are that he feels absolutely shit about it, but also doesn't want his friends to die.
Alright, so if you go up the stairs, just delete your token.
Well, here I'll as if you're next to me on Veer and you're actively like look like you're struggling with making a decision, I would turn and say, I don't mind checking it out. I can get out of here if I need to.
No, the Gith are very brutal people. It's as much as it hurts me, it's not like they're the most innocent people in the universe. I just wish they didn't need to suffer at even crueler hands.
I mean, if they're calling for help, well, at least they're still alive, so maybe they're just being. Well, I guess that pot of blood had to come from somebody, so maybe they're just larder in the meantime.
Like, there's always the chance if they're lucky, they'll still be alive when we come back.
the faster we recover, the more chance we have of saving some of them. But our goal here is to keep ourselves and our people alive.
Alright, so yeah, there's a cave area up here. Go ahead and give me... I'll take up to 2 survival checks to look for a decent camping spot.
I think that's going to be Nasira and Flick from what I've seen.
No. There we go. Good job.
So Flick kind of knows these halls a little, being that he snuck through them recently, and you remember a nice little hidden spot that should make it less likely that bad people find you. So I assume you're going to set up a temporary camp there and try to pass an hour?
I imagine
Yeah, I'll
we're
do my
probably-
hut.
Yeah, gonna do the hut for extra safeties.
While he works on that, I was like, Flick, you want to hand me the dagger that we found? And I will start casting Identify.
I'm gonna hand it over
Well,
to
that'll
you.
make it take more time. Well, I guess, yeah, while I'm doing this anyway.
Yeah.
I'll hand it over.
Alright, so time is passing. Just let me know if you're doing anything.
I'll take off my chainmail and leave it next to my pack and just kind of like stretch.
Alright, I think it takes you like 10 minutes to do that, right? Doffing heavy armor.
I believe so.
Alright, so you unhook everything and just kind of relax a bit. So the dagger is a +1 dagger, but it also has the weighted masterwork property, giving it an extra 1d2 bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
So yeah, +1 dagger does an extra 1d2 bludgeon along with its normal damage.
Here, do you want a chain shirt or some studded leather in the meantime? We have some spares.
Those are on the
here.
ship.
Oh, you're right. Good call. They are on the ship. Okay.
Because I was just about to look for those, so I saw the.
All right, cool.
It's like,
Never mind.
if we make it out of this, I think we have some armor that might work for you better than that weighty stuff you got.
Yeah.
Alright, so
You're
that,
the obliged.
so that was 10 minutes for your spell. The rest of you were camping or were resting during that time.
Well, Anvir was casting the hut, and Eldon was casting detect magic.
Oh, true. So
I'm-
you would finish the hut about 3. We'll say you all, I assume, get in and try to pass another hour.
Yes.
Alright. So 50 minutes later, you would, those of you who are in casting would get to spend a short rest. And I'll just see if the last 10 minutes pass okay. Yeah, they do. So it is now 4:10, and you can all spend a short rest to benefit from it.
I forget, how many times can we short rest per day with your rules?
Once per proficiency. So I think it's 4 at this level? Or 5?
5.
5.
Yeah. So you have 5 short rests. Honestly, it should probably just be 3. I don't know why they based it off proficiency. I think 3 is a nice, stable number of rests.
You said it's +2 bludgeoning damage for the weighted?
Plus 1d2. So it could
1d2,
be 1
okay.
or 2. Hang on 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Well, I'm above half, so I won't.
Yeah, I'm above half, and I'm debating whether I should use all my hit die or save some.
I can't make that debate.
I've got about 3/4 of my. No, not quite. About 2/3 of my health and 4 hit die left.
I have 6 left, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave that.
I used everything. D6s do not heal much.
I
Oh, you know what? One more.
Well, I can heal.
Oh
I can
god.
remember, guys. I can do healing feat again now that we've short rested, but it's only once. So,
Yeah.
we could hang on to
I-
it for an emergency.
Yeah, I would hold on to it.
And we have the new potions, and then we've also got that spell in Anders' back pocket as like final last ditch emergency.
Yeah, like oh yeah, if stuff goes down, I'm planning on downing stuff.
Well, my
immediately.
plan was gonna be to cast enhance ability with my last second level slot, and then do the full heal.
Well,
I
and
get what you're
if
saying,
we
but at
get-
that point you're worse than a marshal.
Well, if we get into more combats, it might
I'd
also
have-
it might be useful to use your channel divinities for the Twilight Sanctuary as well. That could get us through as well.
Yeah, I do have those again now.
Uh,
I mean, I know that the Turn Undead is really valuable in here as well, since there's so many of these are undead. But
plus, well, I know this is a little metagame, but if we're dealing with if we're gonna end up in a fight with a lich, it's Aura of Life that gives resistance to necrotic damage. Or
Is it
just-
purity or life? Yeah.
I'll be back in a sec.
I think life gives resistance to necrotic damage, but doesn't his other one just give resistance to spell damage?
It's life is necrotic, power is advantage on spells, no damage if you succeed.
Well,
Oh
I
yeah,
already-
so
I already have that, so.
Yeah, only for dex though. This is for all spells.
Well, no, Yanti have the spell resistance.
Well, yeah, but not the damage negation part.
Oh yeah, gotcha, yeah.
it basically
The
gives you
save.
evasion to every damage spell.
Yeah, like I've got evasion. Well, I've got the monk thing for dex saves, and then I've got the racial thing for any
Poison.
spell damage. Yeah, any spell save. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
I saw that vampiric touch and I grabbed that one because I'm like, worst case scenario, I can just start healing. I can try and heal myself in the middle of the battle with this.
So that's exactly why I have my macros set up where it has all those little buttons that pop up with every single one of my rolls, because it helps me remember. I play too many different characters, and like I would not remember Crusher. I would not remember magic resistance. I would not remember these things a lot of the time, and that's why I have them pop up in all my macros like that.
Sometimes I think I have ADHD or something because I hyper focus on certain things, and it's like, you want me to try and forget that? Never.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. So,
Then-
what do you want to do?
Do you want? It's like, do you still want to take a look at the Geth, see what their situation is?
It's been an hour.
It's like,
Oh, and make sure you short rested your 2 extra guys in case you had.
oh,
I
right,
did.
I did not.
Oops.
Although
Thank you
Robert,
for that.
It's like, wait, why aren't you rested, LJ?
That was Robert, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anvir's LJ. Although Robert, well, I guess he still got blown up by the symbol.
Yeah, he's hurt. For some reason, his short rest button isn't working.
LJ also got blown up by the symbol.
Yeah.
Everyone did except Anvir.
No, Robert didn't you say Elduin Robert actually succeeded? Because
Well-
otherwise he would have died.
Yeah.
That's weird. His short rest button should be working.
Yeah, that's weird.
He might not have set it up. Yeah, so he didn't set anything up. He didn't set his short rest stuff up.
Oh.
Is
He's
action
just
surge? Action surge is short rest.
Yeah.
Not superiority dice or long rest. Or are they
Sure.
Short rest as well.
Short. I think they're short.
I think Action Surge is actually long rest,
Is it?
isn't it?
It's short as well.
Short, maybe,
Is
but
it
I think
short?
the second wind is short. I don't know.
Yeah.
About
Short or
Okay.
long for
So
action.
now it
surge.
should be fixed.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then Nasira has it back as well then.
Alright.
Better than I thought.
Alright, so yeah, at least the short rest button should work for his resources now.
risk it for a biscuit, try and help those Gith if they're still screaming and alive.
Yeah.
For some reason, the actual button itself isn't giving me the prompt.
Here, Eldwin, you can cast this, can't you? I'm gonna hand you the scroll of shatter.
Yeah, I have heard of that spell. I believe I can
Yeah,
do
here,
it.
put that in your pocket just in case we get in some battle and you're low on magic.
Yeah. You mean like right now?
I mean, yeah, I was just looking at stuff in the bag, so yeah.
Yeah.
That was the
I'll
only
add
like
that.
that was the only like offensive one that I saw in the bag that no one's carrying. And I'm like, here, just take this.
Yeah, I forgot that was in there. Yeah, I'll take that.
I have a couple little ones on me.
Funny enough, I can probably do a whole fight now with just spell scrolls, looking at what I've got. It would be
I'm
a
not as
very
lucky.
weird one for me, but I could.
Alright, so you're heading back down the stairs?
Before we do that, I would actually try and ritually cast telepathic bond again.
Nice.
Alright.
But yeah, then
Oh.
I will follow them, even though I'm reluctant to help the Gith at any risk to ourselves. I will back them up if they're going.
Yeah.
Also, the night vision would be gone because we short rested, so I'd cast light on LJ.
On his shield. usually, right?
I'd cast light on myself as well then.
Alright. So the group goes back down. I'll use the party token for now. Unless you want to not be on the party token, but at least for the time being it might be easier. You heading back towards where you heard that noise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll say, with your passive investigation, Eldwin, with a 15, you would realize that if these things can come through the floor, there must be a space down there for them to travel. So there must be something under this place where they were hiding.
There was that river that.
Yeah, it might run through this area. That cave, anyway. You don't hear screams anymore. It's quiet.
Mm.
So, yeah, as you get close to the door, you just, yeah, it just sounds like silence now. What do you want?
I feel bad.
What does the door look like?
So it just looks like another double door. It opens to the north.
Any runes or anything out of the ordinary?
Nope, just seems like a old stone door, or double door. I'll say you do think you hear something inside, like a low whisper that makes you think there might be more of those weights in there, the Mind Flayer weights, the ones that you think create zombies.
Oh, wait.
I looked towards you and said, just last night you were arguing about whether you were here to fight people or not, so they're either
That
in
wasn't
there-
last night, that was an hour ago.
Oh, we only did a short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, we did. You're correct. I'll say,
So, go ahead and give me initiative rolls. Pull yourselves on and give me initiative rolls.
That was mental conversation, if that affects anything, but
Was
I
it?
imagine. Yeah,
do have a bond.
Eldwin did say cast the telepathic bond.
Telepathic bond, yeah.
would you have explained that to me? Being the first time I've experienced that with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it wasn't telepathic.
I mean, we were in the dome when he cast it. We were just about to finish our rest. So or we had just finished our rest. So I assume we would have explained it to you then, but whether you use it or not is up to you.
Yeah, I will always, unless you say I'm like doing it through the bond, I would assume you're speaking usually.
I always assume we're usually talking through the bond if it's up.
Yeah. Well, especially if we're trying to stealth through a dungeon.
Yeah. I guess with us like having a light on and walking down these dark hallways.
That's true. We also have a light that's probably
Yeah.
coming out from under the door.
That's true.
Alright, so the first act.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
I
trying to
don't-
take this light icon off
I
me.
don't see the initiative order.
We'll do
Hey, I
that.
got another nat 20 on my initiative.
Well, I took the lights off. Or wait, no, you have the light icon. I gave you the light icon. So the
When I
first-
drag my token out, it has like 3 light icons, so I always have to turn them off for some reason on my token.
Oh, you'll have to resave your token.
I can do it. Hang on.
Wait, I'm going second? I don't like this.
That D8 I rolled. Wait, is it a D8? Right, yeah. I used ambush to add that to my initiative roll.
Nice.
Why are you so far back this year?
Because I didn't want another rune to explode on all of us.
So the first.
I didn't know everyone else was going to
act-
crowd up close to the door. I figured only 1 or 2 people would have been up close.
Well, I always go by the aura. Like, don't go outside the aura when we use the group token.
Yeah, generally,
That's what I was-
if you're not within the aura, then like it's assumed like you drag yourself on and move independently.
Okay, well, here, the aura is the aura 30?
It's 15 from the middle.
Oh, it's 15? Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
it's assumed you're kind of moving together.
So we're all clustered together, and we're all going to take the damage if there's something, if there's a trap.
Well, you hear
Oh, yeah.
as you're mentally communicating a screech from inside. But Robert, you are the first to act. You think that didn't sound like a good sound. Robert says, "Oh shit, they may have heard us."
It's like, if he thinks that we might have been heard,
Or they may have seen the light, he'd say.
yeah.
What do we
Yes,
do?
he
Do
will.
we run?
We came here to confront these things, did we not?
Alright,
Like,
so what's he
we-
gonna do?
Let's
I
go.
Hearing that we're gonna be going through, he will. Like 10, 15, 25, 30. And I guess he'll open the door since we've been heard.
Alright, so the door appears to be locked as you try to item interaction open it.
Can I take an action? Does he have? Yes, these tools. Doesn't he? Yeah. Try to open with these tools.
Yeah, does he have a free hand?
He only hand crossbow is only 1 hand, right?
Yes, I believe so. So I
Yeah.
guess you can drop your hand crossbow to pick the lock. I guess you could do it one-handed. So go ahead and make a Thieves' Tools check. As you try to quickly get the lock open. And you would indeed get it open. I believe it is unlocked.
I guess that I've already used my.
You have
Interaction,
your
yeah.
bonus action left. That's it.
That will be all that he can do for this turn.
All right, Anvir. LJ says they got that blast. Careful, we're all grouped up.
Which is exactly why I thought that we weren't grouped up, and then you're like, no, we're all staying within 15 feet of each other.
I am debating what to do. I think I will just. Oh, let me get rid of that. I'm just gonna go around to here. and I will prepare a sacred flame.
Alright, so you're ready to cast Sacred Flame. Flick.
Concentration.
I open the door. Hey!
Alright, there are some dudes there.
The second he opens that door, the left one has to make a deck save.
Alright, so you use your reaction to hurl a Sacred Flame. Which will be Dex. Ooh, so he.
I rolled really bad on that.
Will indeed jump to the side, avoiding your fire.
Yeah, that's all good. It was a terrible roll anyway.
So that was
You
your
said
reaction.
when you're trying to move through an enemy space, is that a bonus action, or if you have movement, you just do a acrobatic check?
You can do a tumble or an overrun, and you can use that as a bonus action or an action, either or.
Gotcha. Okay. I think.
So you acrobatics or athletics to try to get past them if you're trying to go through their space.
Yeah. No, I think I won't worry about that. I think what I will do is I know these guys are a pain in the ass, so I'll move forward. A random question I have for you is I have the favored foe feature as this guy, and the way it says like you target someone for a minute or until you lose concentration as if you're concentrating on a spell. So if I'm concentrating on that, that means I can't concentrate on Hunter's Mark?
That is correct.
Okay. So then
Same with duplicity.
So I'm just going to move up, and I'm going to Hunter's Mark the one in front of me as my bonus action as I move towards it. This is going to be my first attack. I whip out the dagger since I know that the rapier is not as effective against these ghostly menaces. So first attack as it is.
Alright, 20 will strike it. The
Awesome.
weight behind it doing some extra damage.
Boom.
So 9, 11, and 6 is 17. Alright, so yeah, it kind of is disrupted a bit by the attack.
Okay. This will be my Gloomstalker attack, my additional one that I get.
Alright, another smack will strike. As you do another hit for 14 damage.
Oh, and I'm going to roll a d8 because I get an additional d8 for when I do that attack.
Alright, another 2.
Okay, this will be my third attack. Same guy.
Yeah, 19 will strike it. Is this from a high-level fighter?
Yeah, so it was my first attack, Gloomstalker attack, then my second and my extra attack as a fighter.
Okay. Gotcha.
Just 10, 7 plus 3. Or plus
Wait.
the 2 bludgeoning, yes.
Oh, you get an extra attack twice?
So
he has extra attack and he has Gloomstalker.
then the
Oh,
Gloomstalker
the
attack.
Gloomstalker attack. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's 12. Alright. So that would actually push him over to wounded.
And
Seems
then I
very
am
upset
going
you.
to... I'm sure he is. I'm going to Action Surge, and I'll get another attack on him.
Okay.
Ooh.
Uh,
I don't have precision,
16.
so it is what it is.
That will strike, just barely.
Hell yeah, we take those. Boom. Another
Doing
13.
Another 15.
Oh yeah.
I love how many separate rolls are going on.
I fucking know. And this is my last attack, I promise.
Yeah, 29 will strike him as well.
Oh yeah.
Doing 13, another 15, putting him to badly wounded. Alright, anything else?
I think with the rest, so that's everything I could possibly do. Yeah, I think that's everything. I stay where I am.
Alright, so the creature is going to point his finger and do a mind blast through the group, which would go 60 feet, which would have hit you anyway where you were, Nasira. But that would be a int save, DC 15. I'll say that you're safe behind the wall there, Anvir.
Thank God, I was just about to ask.
Yeah, because you kind of ducked in there. I assume with that purpose in mind.
I was very much like, yeah,
oh
get
God,
me
oh
away
God,
from
oh God.
things.
So let's see, DC 15. So if you failed it, you take 23. Psychic. If you made it, you don't take anything.
Are we stunned or?
And you become stunned. Yeah. So 23 and stunned if you failed it. Oh, the highest insight failed it.
Yeah, I rolled.
I forgot
full.
about LJ.
Yes, and LJ. Oh, yeah,
Was-
look at that.
Wow.
Am I the
What was the
only one that
DC?
didn't make this?
I think you were it was 15. So I think, yeah, you're the only one that didn't make it.
I know, if it's 15, he made it.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's,
he
that's
got
what
a
I mean.
14.
Eldwin failed it.
Oh,
which
okay,
is-
so 16 was the DC.
no,
Well,
it's 15.
is the DC. Roberto rolled a 15. Eldrin rolled a 14.
Now I see it. I got confused. I got very
He rolled a
confused.
4.
That-
Alright, so the weight will, I guess, just end his turn there. Eldwin, you are stunned, so an in save at the end of your turn.
I'm knowing myself, and I'll probably pass this one, no problem. Yeah.
Yeah, so you shake out of it. Nasira, luckily you resisted that last blast.
Is the other one not acting?
He doesn't
It's
go
not his
yet.
turn yet.
Yeah,
Oh, there's two of them. Heard, okay.
yeah.
Is the ceiling height still 10 feet here?
Yes.
All right. Parkour.
Parkour, you yell as you jump over them.
I think we're too late for the gift.
And you
They
see
look
a bunch of
rather
zombies
dead.
in there.
She's gonna start. She's gonna punch. Actually, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Okay, he's neutral good. If he was lawful good, I was gonna bump him down.
All right. So I'm gonna punch this one first, actually, and see if I can stun him. Do a stunning strike.
Okay. Yeah, 22 will strike him.
And where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Okay. So we're gonna spend the key and actually I should have, yeah, that's right. Okay. And then there's the damage.
Alright, so struck for 11 bludgeoning. Magical.
And yeah, and then he has to make a DC 17 con save.
Alright, so you spend a key point for stunning strike. Oh, rolls very well, and he would resist, at least for
Alright,
now.
I'll swing again.
Second punch. Whoopsh. Yeah, 18 strikes again, continuing to
Another-
disrupt him for 7.
Another stun attempt.
Okay. 7 and another stun. Con save. Oh, no, he fails that one, becoming stunned.
All right, and then I will do another key to Flurry of Blows and keep punching the guy that's nearly dead, or that's closer to death.
Okay. Third attack. Oh, crit. Whoopsh. 13, and he is definitely on the ropes.
And maybe I think a couple points of necrotic, perhaps.
Another 2 necrotic. Okay.
And then my last.
You'd be able to roll another d6 on that.
No, she rolled 2. Oh wait, no,
They're in there. Yeah.
no. He's right. That's one. It should be an extra d6
Oh, for the
necrotic.
necrotic, yeah, because you crit on the Hand of Harm, it should be another d6.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay.
Which will be another
5.
4. Or sorry,
What? 5
2.
halved.
Yeah,
It would
another
be
two.
2 because of the resistance.
Gotcha. Okay. And then my last attack, I'll use that dagger. I'm just
Okay.
controlling- Well, I think do my flurry of blows have to be unarmed strikes, don't they?
They
Yeah.
do.
Yes.
All right, and I think I missed on that one.
Nope, you have
yeah.
advantage.
Oh, because of flank.
No.
Yeah, because Crusher advantage.
because of Crusher, yeah. So 19 would
good
strike.
call. I always forget that part, don't I?
All right,
then he would die.
and then I will. Is this cage secured?
It is closed and locked, yeah.
Okay.
Alright. So,
I'll move here to offer flank on the stunned guy. Oh, I guess that. Yeah, that's all.
alright, Leo.
I'm gonna
Doof, doof,
hang on to my
doof, doof,
action search. Yeah.
Ah! Runs up. It's like, we should have freed them when we had the chance. 19 will strike for 8.
Not survived it.
17, 19 strikes again for another 11. Oh, and a crit on the third. Striking for 20.
And for the sake of it, he'll do
That
a
will.
tripping. Oh, never mind. Maybe he's dead anyway. I think.
No, he's
Or are you
wounded.
just think he's like? I was gonna say tripping attack.
Okay, attempt to trip.
Just for the damage.
Yeah, literally just for the damage.
Well, fails the strength save and would trip the ghost. Doing
Wait.
another 11, which puts him to badly wounded. Alright, anything else?
That's done. So I'll he'll back up to let people try and get in to attack it, so he's not blocking the way.
Alright, so the wait is stunned for his turn. Robert.
Alright, just to spread out a little bit, he'll move 10, 15, 20, and he will shoot at the white.
Alright. Crossbow bolt.
Yep.
Yes, that will definitely hit. Critting.
He will menace.
Menacing shot, okay.
Damn, both the battle masters got crits.
Yeah.
So 18, 25, 31. That will take him down.
That's a hell of a shot.
Alright.
So yeah, they have been taken out. What do you want to do?
Robert will see like let's give like Eldon
So
will say like let's just give him a swift death.
the Gith zombies sort of just kind of walk around aimlessly.
He'll use his I guess if we're still in turn, he'll use the rest of his turn to shoot at the first zombie.
Alright,
This one.
so I'll just say you take some shots till you take them out. I'll say you spend 10 ammo.
And ammo. Alright.
Just 'cause I don't
But
feel
you
like
get to
rolling
collect half of it back, right?
I was about to say.
Yeah, I'll say if you want to like open up the cage and like go collect it afterward, that's fine.
Might as well search
he'll
their
do
pockets.
that. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
So yeah, the zombies don't really have anything. Looks like they were just kind of in there. There's kind of a horrific area where it looks like all sorts of strange experiments took place.
Should we spend 10 minutes for your magic eyes, Eldwin, and then decide if we should move along?
I think yeah, I will do the ritual, see what we find, and then let's retreat back upstairs.
Agreed.
So you find a bunch. You find a bunch of kind of disturbing books on like different humanoid anatomy, and you also find a looks like a large bowl with a bunch of blood essence in it.
Dump
Uh,
it.
Dump it like the other, yeah.
There's
This
probably
one-
a drain sewer in this room, right?
Yeah, this one seems more usable since the others were part of a ritual. But yeah, dumping it.
I mean, you said that it's only really usable in like really bad shit, right?
For the most part, yeah. I mean, you probably, as a priest of good, wouldn't know much about what blood essence is used for. I guess you could make a check. Like an obscure religious check, maybe DC 25. Same with Arcana or Nature. Do you think, is there something we could use this for that isn't bad?
We rolled the same thing. You know what? For fun, I'll try using a story point.
Okay.
For the fun of it.
Just remember, you can't use one till your next long rest.
Yeah, I know. I have a marking for it, and it's even worse.
Well, I was debating whether or not using 3 key points on that turn was worth it, but I thought we just rested. Let's keep us healthy and keep most of your guys' abilities in our pockets for other encounters. That's why I wanted to lock them down.
Stunning that guy was good.
Just to clarify, I've got this set up right. It's inspiration every short rest, story point every long rest.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I had that right, because I was very confused for a second.
So as far as you remember from your teachings, you were always just told, like, collecting essence from fallen humanoids is very taboo, and it's only used by dark priests for unspeakable rituals. But you don't really know much about, blood essence or, what you do with it, because you
I think
Get rid of it.
studied it.
Get rid of it.
Eldwin told us that the book and the notes were pretty dark stuff and that it was used for yuck. And so even if we don't know that much more about it, I feel like we might not be entirely goody-goodies that came in here and risked ourselves to save these guys. But I don't think we're
not
going to do any of
evil.
that dark shit where we're actually killing people to do that kind of magic.
There's a
Robert,
difference between self-preservation and delving into the dark arts.
Yeah, like we definitely were looking out for our own, but we're not like actively like doing dark rituals and murdering people.
Well,
Okay,
Robert
but
would
I'm-
say, well, spilling it won't bring back the people who died. Could
No,
be,
but it'll
this could
Like,
be
but
a
it'll
useful
keep it-
resource.
Well,
If you want to keep it, Robert, then you can carry it around.
Says, hey, I'm just a mercenary. I don't do any type of magic. Wizards always like weird stuff for their spells. I don't question it. It just
Well-
seems like more weird stuff to me.
well, the lives are already lost. It does not mean we need to allow the dark magic to be completed as well. That this was meant
LJ
for.
just kind of huffed as he walked past everyone. I'll get rid of the temptation, he says. He just knocks it over. Says, there you go. Now we don't even have to talk
fine.
about it.
Which is funny because I'm like, Eldon's probably the one most likely to be tempted by this, and he's like, no, let's not.
He says, all right, no essence. Unfortunately, the our Gith prisoners seem to be dead. I guess they weren't going to turn into illithids.
Well,
Alright,
not
let's-
these ones at least.
Should we get out of here?
I'm guessing our Alhoon boy is to the south. It might be worth trying to get rid of him while we're still. You
Well, we
know.
don't know if he's come
You
back.
think
I
you're,
guess we could check.
He says, you know what we could do? Can we destroy that gateway so we just can't leave this place anymore and get to where we are?
Feasibly.
He says, it might be easier than following him all over the place, waiting for another rune to kill us. Robert says, I don't know. I shot him up pretty good. I think we could take him out.
Yeah.
I
It
would
is seem that. I mean, if we can get the jump on him, or at least on an even playing field, I'm sure we could take him out. It seems that it's his lair, so more of those runes will probably be lurking about.
I think it is unlikely that we will catch them entirely by surprise.
Yeah, I think it's risky, and especially if he can just teleport away. Plus, I'm tired of being stunned by these assholes. LJ says. My vote is we, do what we have to, get out of here, destroy the teleporter, and then no one can come through anymore. Robert
Wasn't
says,
there
but
talk
then we
about
can't
some
get back
sort
to
of-
the astral plane either.
Wasn't there some sort of items of power or something we were looking for the giants, or?
We were just looking for magic items
Yeah, magic items for Vulcan.
which we have a bunch. We have several now.
Okay. Well, what's our next move then? What's the goal here?
Are we looking? We could go and see if he's in that lab. Try and see if we can approach quietly, and if it's empty, it's empty. If he's there, we'll pounce on him.
Robert
Well,
kind
I mainly meant-
of looks over at the bloody area to the west. He says, "Should we search that place?"
Oh, I thought that's what Eldwin was doing when we were talking about the blood.
You did a quick look around. No one saw anything with your passives.
I'll have a look around.
Oh, sorry. Did you do the ritual, Eldwin? I thought that's what you were doing.
I know that's what I was working on.
Like when we were messing with the blood, we thought he was casting detect magic.
Oh, is he working on that right now? All right. Yeah. No. 10
Well, we
minutes
were
haven't.
talking about dumping the blood.
10 minutes haven't passed yet, but I can say time is passing. So if you want to look around in the meantime, it would be a perception check active.
Let's LJ, follow me around with the lights. Do-do-do. Perception.
Ander's eyes are better than mine.
Oh, he is a disadvantage, or someone
Oh.
is.
No,
Who
that's
was-
Eldwin.
Eldwin.
That's
He's
okay.
okay. And LJ, I think.
LJ.
Didn't he go down?
I don't think he did
It's not
actually.
marked.
Yeah.
Is it the same day as the Maddening Darkness?
There was a day where I know I cast Greater Restoration on him. That I don't know if that was today or not.
I think
That
it was
must be
last
today.
session,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it was
Okay,
today.
yeah, you did.
in-game. Yeah.
I forgot about the Greater Restoration.
Alright, so yeah, this place is definitely making you a little uncomfortable, seeing all the weird tools and implements used to draw blood and possibly inflict pain on the prisoners.
He definitely gags a couple of times.
You said there's like some books on anatomy. Like, would they be useful from a medical perspective, or are they more?
Yeah, I mean, they might be. If you're, I guess, they could be, like, seen as something you could sell, too.
Of much value? Like, I don't want to haul. Books are heavy, aren't they? Like 25 pounds in D&D.
They're 5.
Yeah, they're
Oh, are
5
they only
pounds
5?
each. You
Oh
would
no,
guess,
it's like 25 gold. That must be what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
you'd
Books
guess,
are
this book is probably worth about 35 gold pieces.
If I'm
Uh,
already an expert in medicine, do I have anything to learn from this book?
I mean, you could read it over. There might be something in it, but you guess
All right, I'll
that
take
you
it for now.
probably. Okay, so you grab it for now. Let's see, what else would you find?
You learn really good torture methods.
When your party pisses you off, you can heal torture them or something.
It's purely academic.
I remember I heard someone say the best class to do a someone who's a torturer is a life cleric, and I've never recovered because it's such a valid point.
Okay, so you would find on one of the tables, I'll say over here near where Flick is, 2 stone tablets that you would actually recognize, or you think you recognize, as sending stones.
Oh, do they seem
Do
paired
they-
to one another?
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
Do they what?
Do they look
seem
like they're a
paired to
pair?
one another, or are they
Well,
each one half of a set that isn't here?
there's no way to really find out without identify, but you would.
Oh.
I mean, they very well could be because they're sitting right next to each other.
Well, let's just drop those in the bag, and Eldwin can take a look later.
Okay, so sending stones most likely.
That could be very worth giving to, say, names.
People.
Davian?
Yeah, that one, but I couldn't remember what name to say.
James is the name that the people of Candle know him by.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was going to say James, just because, like, there are people who have no idea about him here.
Okay.
Because of Flick and Robert. I think I was going
yeah.
to say James.
So as you're looking around Nasira, you would hear a voice in your head say, I don't want to be in this place anymore. There's so much sadness and death. I can hear the echoes of the screams. They're still here.
What language is that?
Huh?
I
Is
think
that-
it's your dagger.
You're right. Yeah, I thought it might be, but I was just making sure. Like, is this voice familiar to me at this point? Do I know it's the dagger or?
Yeah, you're pretty sure it's your dagger.
Okay. And I have already forgotten the name. I think it told me it doesn't trust me yet, so it hasn't given me a name yet. I agree. I do not wish to linger here any longer than necessary.
It says,
I would think this. I would not say anything aloud.
she says, just, we should leave here as soon as possible. I don't like this place.
Is it not beneficial to ensure that this place is raised before we leave so that it cannot continue these evil acts and perhaps threaten my people?
She says the psychic energy scars on this place will linger for a long time. She says, do what you think is best. I don't want to be here. So I'll say the 10 minutes pass, and you would cast your detect magic. Though the only thing you see magical in the room would be the sending stones.
Okay.
Only thing in this room.
Do you want to hang on to those until you have more time to examine them?
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, you would notice one of the chains over here, attached to the wall, has a magical aura coming off of it, which is
Well,
interesting.
that's dark. Like,
Potentially.
What kind of magic do you sense there? If you tell us that you see it.
yeah, I will.
It would be... I think I know what it is, but...
Honestly,
I believe it's
every time-
necromancy. Yeah, I think it's
Oh, okay.
necromancy.
Every time you tell us something, I go and consult this comic because honestly, that's how I feel about the schools of magic in D&D. Is I need them simplified.
Yeah. So yeah, you think it's a necromantic aura.
Like,
Necromantic on the chains. Do you think that people were somehow turned by being bound here, or? Ooh.
It either was designed. It was either designed to drain their life, or it might be what they used on those Gith back there.
Hmm. But it is not like an item of power that would be useful for us to take with us. The magic that's imbued in it is.
You want me to rip it off the wall?
I'm asking Eldwin what he thinks. Like, do we feel like there might be some use in this enchanted chain? She kind of looks
Like,
disgusted.
I think at the very least we make sure that it doesn't accidentally get to anyone else.
All right, rip it off then. LJ, do your thing. Toss it in the bag.
Alright,
careful.
LJ.
Maybe use gloves.
Give me a strength check for him, DC 20.
Huh?
Ugh.
Oh.
So there's
Oh.
that's really on there. He shrugs.
Come on, put your
He
back
says,
into it.
"Well, I'm
Like,
out
put
of
his boot-
ideas."
He puts his boot up on the wall and tugs that way.
Well, if it's stuck here,
Yeah.
if it really is that well stuck in here, hopefully it shouldn't impact anyone if we make sure this place is cleared.
Does LJ have a pickaxe?
Let me have a look. He has a very limited inventory, if I'm honest.
He says, "I can just-"
So I'm gonna go no.
Alright, he says, I should have brought my pickaxe. I could have just broke it off. Oh well.
Robert has a hammer, or
I think the problem is he was keeping a lot of that kind of stuff in the bag, so I don't know if it's in the bag or not.
Well, I copied everything that I
found on his inventory is now a line on the graph, the sortable graph. And I don't see anything that mentions a pickaxe. And the old party treasury tab is still there. I left it there in case we needed to reference anything, because some of the stuff I was kind of guessing and translating like what it meant. But yeah, I don't see anything about pickaxes. We might have had them on the ship at one time.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Allie says, well...
I don't see shovels, pixes, any. I don't really see any tools except for like the toolkits that were in the manor.
Unless one of you weaklings think you can rip it off the wall.
All right, let's go. Enough of this.
Oh, I thought this hero was going to try to show me up. All right, let's get out of here.
That's what I thought was about to happen as well.
Oh, did you want me to try? Ugh. Loan me your glove. Loan me your gloves, LJ. Give me your gauntlets. Still, I don't want to
pull on it. All right, give me a strength check.
It would be funny if she actually succeeds in this.
So
I don't.
funny.
I love how Flick is
Wait,
just
do we want to
house
do? Well, I guess athletics is not that good for her, so yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Nope,
I don't-
it's not budging.
I get dirty enough adventuring with you guys. I don't want to touch this shit. Let's go.
All right, so you all are heading where now?
South.
It's funny though that like I'm a perfectly average, above average strength, but it's still like in this group.
Well, you have a 1 in
Are we-
10 chance of rolling it.
Right. Well,
do we-
isn't like 10 basically like normal for like humanoids or something, and then
Yeah,
so like a 12 isn't like bad strength. It's just not a strength build.
yeah.
So do we want to risk taking on the Alhoun, or do we want to?
Well,
or do we want to
about as
rest
fresh as I
up
could
full
be.
strength?
I'm about as fresh as I could be. You know, I'm not quite max health, and I've used a little bit of key, but I've got most of my stuff. It's really about how you guys feel, you and Anvir, with your.
Hold on,
current-
Flick. Stop running ahead. Look, I have very little magical capability, but I can be a pain in the ass still.
I don't expect him to be there if we do go try to find him. He's going to. If we see him again, he will probably try to ensure that he surprises us, and certainly isn't waiting around for us to find him in the same place twice. But let us check if you feel we should.
I meant going somewhere else to the south. Like, we never checked that very bottom door, like all the way to the south.
Well, then let
If
us.
you guys, if you guys really want to press forward, I'm willing to try, but I would feel way more comfortable trying to
Going
face
back
him
to
with a full
hut.
strength cleric, powerful cleric on my side.
So go back to the hut and pass more time now that there's no urgency of prisons.
Well, there's no back to the hut. Once I leave it, it disappears.
Well, back to the slightly safer floor
Yeah.
where you can re-summon the hut.
Well, to that point, we have left the portal open.
This is all mind talking, right?
Yes,
Okay.
we have left the two-way portal open.
True.
Can we close it? Do we know how?
From that side.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been open all this time.
Oh. Should we step back through and camp on that side then? Close it?
Well,
and
yeah,
camp?
that was the argument we were having before, but then we'll have to deal with like all those stun traps like last time potentially.
Well, now we know they're there, right? Can we come up with some sort of plan?
Oh yeah, there's still the magical ruin in the middle of that floor.
Yeah. There's also the fact that within a day's rest, like an hour, they set up all these traps in this room, the stun rooms. With a whole day of preparation, what could he set up?
I could try and cast the earthquake as we leave.
Is there anything still left? I thought we killed most of them other than the guy.
Well, a couple have fled from us. I guess we caught back up with one of the ones that had fled that was weakened and killed him. But there was another that fled.
Flick,
with
be
Enoch.
careful.
There was the one that that Flick encountered down the southern part of the hall before we went to the lab where we found the.
That one was the one that we got on the way back when we were first going to short rest. Yeah, the one that jumped out
I
here at
thought
the
it was
corner.
one that- okay.
You would
Yeah.
all suddenly hear a voice in your head that says, I believe he's fled, actually. I don't think anyone else is still here.
Oh, is that?
Padrix, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Don't sound so excited to hear from me. And yes, it is me. He says,
Is there anything?
been moving around this place quietly, and his lab is now barren. I think he took his alchemy tools and fled.
He did that quick, Jesus.
Yeah, especially 500 pounds worth of tools in an
500.
hour. Yeah.
He says, well,
Can we get the chain off the wall?
he says, I just came from there, and there's nothing in the room anymore.
Too bad he doesn't have his.
He says, the only other
General
thing
note?
I noticed was a stairwell going down in the southeastern part of this place, but it was caved in.
Is that the door to the south past the lab that we had not explored?
She says, I'm not sure where you've been and where you haven't, but that's the only place that seems untouched. I don't know why it's caved in or what might be down there.
If
So-
we leave this place, is there a way to ensure that he will not return here and continue his works?
Oh, were you saying something, Flick?
Oh, you can answer your question first.
So he would say, well, obviously there's no way to know for certain unless he was slain. He could very well return, though. I think your actions have crippled him quite a bit. You've killed, I think, all of his followers. You would
We
have to
have been
rebuild.
fighting a lot today.
Looking down here at the south, I assume I was able to see this entire room because we had the 300 feet of dark vision.
No, that went away because it only lasted an hour and we short rest.
Yeah, so that would be gone right now.
Well, we might
Okay.
as well take a look.
Oh, you
and
mean
find
from
out.
before?
Yeah, from before, because all this is revealed to me, and I'm trying to figure out why it's revealed.
Oh, yeah,
if the party
before,
came through
yes.
there.
Yes, before you could see through all that darkness.
Okay.
That was when you had the
Oh.
dark vision. You can't see it now, though.
Yeah. I would.
Be careful of the runes in the middle of that room.
Yeah, the one like you're 2 feet away from.
Yeah.
It's like 10 feet. But I say, what do they do?
Ouch.
Well,
I step closer to one.
strangely enough, they don't seem to be reacting right now.
Okay.
They
Ah.
might be out of juice or something. Maybe they
They
wore
recognize a house cat.
Do you guys
Yeah.
want to go down and check out that final corridor and
Yes.
confirm if there's a way through? And then
Especially if we can get
I,
what we can from here.
I actually rather like Anvir's idea of perhaps using this earthquake scroll before we leave. That would be another way to ensure they don't return here and make this their base again.
Yeah. And if this place is gone, then they'll probably not want to deal with the.
All right,
Oh,
as
that's
long
fine.
as we're not actually here when it happens, because I remember when that happened at the other place.
Right.
That was not fun.
I mean,
What?
they're sure
Was
to
it-
find another place and start again, but at least it will take them a while to rebuild, and it may not be connected to our
Not
lands.
a portal hop away from our.
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. And then we can destroy the portal on the other side once we've come through, or destroy the tools for controlling it.
To be fair, isn't everywhere a portal hop away?
Well,
So at this point, we probably are going to stop here because we are at time. So why don't we do MVP votes, and we can pick it up next week, hopefully with Robert. Good job, everyone. Didn't get murdered by the Lich.
yeah.
Yet.
Got real close though. One shocking grasp away.
Yeah, for lack of
Yeah.
trying.
I was like, oh, is this how we die?
What's this weave? Is? I'm invisible.
Just quietly, it's like, oh, another dead group.
I don't
later.
know these guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
I met them an hour
And
ago.
you'll meet all their backup characters in the next room. Like, man, there's a bunch of guys that just got murdered over there. We should leave. All right. So Eldwin with 3 votes, you are MVP.
Thanks.
Good job, everyone.
So we went and slept for an hour, and the guy came and cleared out his tools and left. But his last 2 minions were still here with the last of his prisoners, turning them into zombies.
even after he'd left.
Priorities.
Or just cleaning house. Like,
It's like, well, might as well just kill them off. Go have fun.
yeah. New place, new me.
I'm just
Well, and
taking
hopefully
some
we
notes.
set his research back a bit too by taking all his notes and books and stuff. That's the stupid elder brain got away too.
Yeah.
No, not only that, so did Captain, what's his face?
Yeah, this has been so frustrating because Nasira has been fairly ineffective in most of the combats, and so many of the bosses have gotten away. This whole like little segment of the campaign, it's like, I'm done with this. Let's go find our green dragon friend and see what he's up to.
God, those counter
Surrounded
spells,
by
right?
mind flayers. Turns out he's been turned into one of those bloody elder brain dragons.
Oh.
Oh my word. Well, and we don't know what was up with his mate. There's probably a whole other story there. Like,
Yeah.
you know, honestly,
Oh, 100% there is.
I wanted to follow behind him within a day or two, and we've been waylaid a lot longer than I expected.
We
And we
need
still-
to.
And we still need to do the food run. We still need to do the food run,
Yeah.
don't we?
Yeah.
We need to
Ugh.
do what we need to do is finish shop up here, go have a nap,
Do the food run and then find.
and
our
then
drive.
yeah,
yeah.
just go straight for Risha.
Yeah. And I mean, well, and then after that, we can follow up with people in Revan's Pass because we've got people doing jobs there. But I feel like we should do the food and as quickly as we can, and then go find Calathar. Not just because I want to help him, but also because I like having a dragon as an ally.
I suppose we should also figure out what 3 magic items we're giving Vorkin.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't really found all that much, have we? I mean, we found the weird doll that now LJ is attached to, and the weird dagger that Nasira is now attached to. And we found a couple other weapons, but we haven't found anything like. We haven't found it. You said we have a bunch of stuff now, but like, what is it what else have we found? Am I forgetting?
Well, there was the dagger we just gave to Buggerlugs.
Yeah. Yeah. The dagger gave Flick. Technically, I think the hooded lantern we could give up.
Didn't
And
we
the-
have that one?
Look, as much as no, we found that. It was one of the wish list items we found.
Oh, but like we
We
had
have
it when we
the-
first entered the Mind Flayer temple. So did we find it pretty early on in there?
We found it. We found it in the.
Library, I think.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The same place that LJ found his creepy doll.
We do have the pistol.